Goodbye to the Wonderworld. Say goodbye to Balan's World. Come and celebrate with us our last stream, our life. Hello, Charky.
Hey, Cass.
I should say last stream of this series. Come hell or high water, we are ending this tonight. This is the playthrough of Balan Wonderworld presented by the Bad Game Hall of Fame. This is the 4th episode, the 4th and final. This is a long time coming. It is high time we said bye-bye to Balan. What are your thoughts going into this one, my friend, my co-host, my cooperative partner, Charky?
Well, I'm pretty dizzy right now.
Oh.
And, that's because I didn't sleep, but it's also because I think Balan does this to me. Because, every time I close my eyes to try to sleep, I see Balan, and he's like, "Woohoo! You shouldn't have fallen asleep. I've lost the Ed Wynn voice. Hold up."
All right, workshop it.
What? Yeah, why don't you vamp? I'll pause and go mustard for a bit.
All right, very good. You take care of that business, and I'll take care of some pre-show business. To say at the post-show, once we complete the game, that is when we will get into the long-awaited slideshow and an epilogue and all the post-release stuff that happened after the release of Balan's Wonderworld, the Yuji Naka's legal predicament, what's Naoto Oshima up to, etc., etc. So please look forward to that. Or if you're on YouTube, please just skip ahead to that and to skip the entire part where we finish the game out, if that's your prerogative. Believe me, I understand. I'm not thrilled to be here right now either, but it has to be done because of the Bad Game Hall of Fame. We finish what we fucking start. Right, Charky?
Mustard? Now that's just silly. Mustard?
We got
All
there.
right, I think I'm there.
We're there. We're close enough there. And now that you're there, it's time to drop the voice because I do believe it is time for Charky Stream Snack. Take it away.
All right. So tonight's stream snack is not going to be a real big one because I had a real big dinner. I had a huge burrito from like a local Mexican place. So in lieu of like a big old snack, I have the last of the great value chewy granola bars that I haven't had yet, which is a chocolate chip one. I will not be having that right now because I am very full. And I do not have an energy drink right now because, like I said, I'm pretty sleepy. I was going to work the whole being kind of dizzy thing into a skit, and then I lost it because I'm a little dizzy right now, but I'll be fine. So I had a 5-hour energy shot right before the show. I didn't want to take it right at the top like I usually do right here because I'm going to have a bad taste going out of the stream, and I didn't want to have a bad taste going into the stream. So...
A novel idea, good planning ahead. Don't know, I mean, this is bad taste all around, through and through.
Yeah. So, I'm having water. Folks, drink some water. Have you remembered to drink your water right now? Drink your water.
This can I have here that says Pabst Blue Ribbon on. That's water, right? That's like a water brand?
That's mostly water.
You're not wrong about that. Yeah, I'm going to be drinking heavily tonight. Don't be stingy with the drink up redemptions, please. And I'll still be drinking even beyond that, but that's just how the show goes.
All right, time to wake myself up. Time to get less sleepy.
Yeah, slap your face a little bit like they do in...
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I did, and I'm ready.
Now I'm dizzy and my face hurts.
Yeah. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not you I'm worried about. It's our protagonists in Balan Wonderworld that I'm worried about. It's these poor kids. Oh, okay. Use the controller.
Nope.
Fuck. And so begins the song and dance, wherein, well, okay, first of all, let me check USB controllers. Yes, I see yours.
Okay.
I'm not going to move the mouse either. I'm just going to be...
Okay. I'm starting this off by. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I hit continue?
I think you did.
Okay. Is this a single player playthrough now?
No, go back to the menu, you dweeb.
All right.
Just because it's objectively the worst way to play this game doesn't mean we can not do it that way. We gotta finish strong on this.
All right, play with a friend. Whew.
Welcome back to the Isle of Tims.
Yeah, how's the thing doing? Yeah, we'll get there soon enough.
Yeah, I think the last one is 24,000.
Yeah, let's just wait right here.
All right, this will be the next few hours, so bear with us, folks.
Okay, we will finish this tonight. We didn't say when. All right. Do you
World
remember
10.
what were we? Okay, thank you. Right,
Oh,
hold on,
Minecraft World.
I need to remember what the buttons do. Quick.
Oh, the button, please. Don't misrepresent the game here.
Oh yeah, don't want to give it too much credit.
Chapter 10, The Artist with Painter's Block.
Do you think this is Yuji Naka's self-insert chapter?
No, it'd be Naoto Oshima, because they're the actual artist.
Yeah, but you know Yuji Naka thinks of himself that way.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, the stuff I was researching on Yuji Naka, you know, just prepping for the epilogue, and boy howdy, what a character, what a card. This MC
All right.
Escher painting we're in currently.
Go ahead and disconnect from me.
X-Ray Ape.
No, not a fan. Okay, wait. So I'm curious, if I wasn't wearing this, will we still be able to go on here? Is it truly invisible, or are they intangible until we, wear the glasses?
We'll have to get another power up, but first you should probably get that statue that's right there that they were obviously signposting us to get by having the invisible blocks there.
Oh. I see. Okay. Wait, is there another one?
Yes, there is another one directly underneath the platform.
Okay, that makes me think that... Huh. We can... I jump first and then you jump?
Yeah.
Alright, well...
Solve that puzzle!
Yep. Well on our way there to that 110.
I think we'll be fine.
It'd be nice if all of them were, like, right here. Like, if we just turn around, like, oh, there's the third one, like, right here. We missed it the whole time. Oh, there's the fourth one! Where'd you go?
Oh, well, we don't have a key.
Yeah.
Well, just keep going, or you grab that, then I'll grab this. And now, if you get, like, a real power-up, I'll still be able to see all the blocks.
We can always see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good thinking.
What? That's the power of teamwork.
How'd I miss that?
Show jitters. We'll get back on this. You'll remember how to play a platformer again by the end of this.
I feel like at this point, unless I'm collecting a statue, there's no point in doing anything. Right?
That's a kind of nihilistic output, but you're not wrong. I mean, you're 1000% correct. It's... Where did I go? Like, I know that I'm waiting to warp back in there.
Oh, there you are. But I don't know, but the game's way more playable now without having to worry about someone.
Wow, X-Ray Ape can really see through walls, huh? It's
now. Where's a lady we can look at? Right, like the stereotypical thing where they show. How did X-Ray specs they sell in the comic books? Right now, let's assume that they're real.
Yeah, sure.
For the sake of the bit. How did X-Ray Specs know that... Which one am I?
I'm trying to split.
Oh, no. Okay.
Nintendo and Splatoon are going to have something to say about this one.
About to say...
How do they work? I mean, they don't.
No. No. That's not what I was going to say. So, within the fiction of the X-Ray Specs, how do they know that you're looking at a lady and to make her skirt invisible? And how do they know that you're looking at a hand and to show skeleton bones? Right?
It's a dial. It's like a focus on the...
Well, there goes those power-ups.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Welcome back to Balan, baby. Slime Generator asks...
we need this.
Yeah, we probably do. Slime Generator asks, can you inspect Balan's lower half with the X-ray monkey goggles, asking for a friend? We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, we'll find him.
I'll just hang out here. Go on without me.
Gotcha. I'll just take the sick power-up that can't jump.
You have to switch back to monkey mode. Or we can double jump over
Not
that.
worth it. Not just... I'm looking over there. It's purple gems.
Well, then, what are our Tims gonna eat? They're gonna starve.
There's enough Tims out there. They can fend for themselves.
It's gonna be like that fucking Arms of the Angel fucking infomercial with footage of Tims looking sullen.
Did I say fend for themselves? I meant fend off themselves. Again, I don't even need to fight these things.
Yeah, but don't you feel good? Aren't you having fun doing it?
You know, we were on a podcast recently.
Yeah, we can double jump and get that. That's a statue. Come on, what are we doing here?
I need to be a thing that can jump. Wait, now where do you see the statue?
To the right. Well, I have slower rotation of the camera here, so...
Ah, okay, there it is.
Double jump.
There we go. So we were both on a podcast very recently. Just came out the other
Don't
day.
worry about me.
It's called Here Be Media. And at the end of the podcast, I make a recommendation to everyone. You don't want to get that.
Yeah, but I want to get the key, at least.
Okay.
Anyways,
I make a couple recommendations of games to play, bad games to play. And what I end with is Balan Wonderworld. And I do truly suggest that if you have the opportunity to play this game, you should play this game. Partially because, you know, a point I make in the episode, which you should go listen to, and it's linked to on our social medias and stuff.
Yeah, it's also on the badgamehalloffame.com. If you go to guest spots, I have every podcast appearance we've made listed there as well.
But I honestly do suggest you play this game because playing bad games, thesis of what I was talking about in the episode, like, increases your vocabulary of like what makes games good or bad. It gives you perspective. This is a game that gives you a lot of perspective on how something that's really polished just doesn't work in a lot of different ways. The other reason I suggested it, which I didn't mention on the show, is that I'm pretty sure that this works like the ring curse.
Yeah, I would think so.
And we need to get other people to play this game so we don't die. So help us out.
Yeah, do us a favor. Do your pals, Cass and Sharky, a favor there, and send us to your friends.
Within 7 days, preferably.
That's why we have the weekly streaming schedule. We have to play this every week, otherwise.
Yeah.
To stave it off. Oh, great, that one again. We can't do that as a thumbnail twice in a row, unfortunately. Balan's rear view.
I'm gonna crawl into your television shit.
Oh my god, how long are these now? Oh, fuck off.
Fuck off. Tiger Chimera says, I do honestly feel like you can't call yourself well-read if you only read, quote-unquote, the best. You gotta read, or the meme's equivalent of medium and bad works as well. Yep, that's what I was saying in the episode.
That's the thesis. Get up there before the thing rotates again. Yeah, there you go. Ink it.
Can I do it from here? Yep. Oh, music change. Okay. We're good.
This is still less disorienting than that chess world.
Yeah, that's true.
At least I took the hit and you didn't. Or was that a hit I took?
Yeah, that's...
I can't even tell. Because the feedback in this game is so fucking rotten.
Oh, key. Thank you.
Now, it's
that
no
makes me
secret.
think there's something here.
Yeah. Now, it's no secret at this point that I have not been loving this game.
Right.
That I believe it to be pretty bad, one would say. A bad game, fit for the Bad Game Hall of Fame, but, you know, we should have some positives. We should try to, as we say goodbye to Balan, acknowledge some of the merits, if there are any.
Oh, well, you know, that works. What? Okay.
Perspective. So this is the point in the show where people should redeem the say something nice.
Another one?
Yeah, I think we gotta. We really gotta challenge ourselves in this. What you mean? I need to challenge myself because
We have to find the answer by
I'm not gonna have any
this.
input. I'm not gonna even fuck with this right now. I'm just gonna pay attention to the chat and to. Well, I
Okay.
guess I gotta do this then. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, I am Headful redeemed it. A stage like this is inventive, like changing the angles and so forth. You know, it's a fair version of the MC Escher staircase, you know, rotating around and whatnot. There's probably better ways to do it. Other games have done better versions of it where, you know, you're shifting in real time rather than traveling through a mirror to flip things around, or like even like butt stomping on switches to flip it around. Like a game, like the real cool way to do this would be to, like, you know, to be walking up the staircase and the staircase has a tilt to it, is rotating so subtly you don't even notice it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I'm just waiting for this fight to get, like, way too real or something.
Yeah, he's just grabbing
Like,
him by
when
the
I
neck and being like, "Fuck you, buddy!"
Like when I saw Lance, like, just throwing punches. Like,
Yeah, there's some potatoes in there for sure.
oh, you wanna get saucy, do you? I'm gonna grind you in the fucking paste.
He stopped it! Hooray for Balan. So what do we know about this Lance character?
People of Earth, lend me your power. Anybody? Anybody? Your hopes and dreams? No, nothing. I don't know shit about Lance. I'll tell you what. I just didn't have time to read the book.
Yeah, I didn't have the inclination to read the book. I think we both thought about it. Then we
Yeah.
thought better of it.
This is a long one.
Well, they keep getting longer as the game goes on.
What if this was like the final boss fight? Like it was wet or something?
GB Aura X in chat saying, "Oh, Cass, are you going to load that save file I gave you later in the stream? You
there's
reached out to me
more.
about it. Yes, so we're going to load that at the end. Thank you very much for that, by the way. We were going to save it for the end and mention, you know, what it entails and so forth. But we're going to finish the game on our save file.
Speaking of save, thank you for saving that.
I do what I can.
Wink.
Slime Generator says that Balan hates Lance for cheating at the Tour de France, which, yeah, that parses. That's what I seem to recall.
Wonder how. I'm testing some new mic stuff tonight, so hopefully it sounds good. But,
It sounds fine.
I also. I mean, I'm sure it does, but I'm also wondering, like, how much of me drinking water. Folks
Just
at home
a
might have
tiny
heard.
bit. You're fine. Grab that key.
Listen, that is part of the stream snack experience now, is you have to hear the snack. I guess I need that. I am okay. Wait, do I need that? No, I already have that. And that'll make it so you can't jump. So fuck it.
But I also have the little X-ray ape, man.
Yeah, but what if you get hit as the ape and now you're stuck not being able to jump anymore?
Well, I tell you what. I think what we need to do is get up on. Wait, stop rotating the camera.
I am. I stopped.
Hit
Oh, I
that
see it.
too. Yeah. Nope, we gotta get
You
closer.
get a little closer.
Do you see that statue rotating underneath there, by the way? That's what that is, because I have the X-ray monkey on. You can get on that as long as I have X-ray monkey, yeah.
Yeah. All right, statue, you say?
Oh my god, did you really not see it?
I don't. Oh, there it is. Now I see it. All right, how do we do this?
Let's not and say we didn't.
Sure.
What I
Wait,
suspect is gonna happen is we're gonna flip the room over again. That's what's gonna happen.
Let me take a look. There's. Okay, doesn't want me to look any more up than this. All right. No key.
Keys are the key to my heart. That's just
So I think it's on the other side of the wall, right? Or is it
we
up
would be
there?
able to see it. It's the green shit that we can see through walls
Yeah.
and through other objects.
The problem is this level is so much like painted over stuff that like, look at all this green shit on the screen right now. Look at that green shit glowing right there. It gets lost. It gets muddled in the design on this level.
Well, I spotted it
Wait a
no
minute.
problem before, so... Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Oh. Is there a third fucking Balan bout in this
Do you see it?
stage? Yeah, on the other side of the paintbrush, you goofball! Look, there he is. Get over here.
This is my game, motherfucker. I'm sorry. Does this say Kath and Charky's Wonderworld in the box?
It will after we're done with it. Taking ownership of this. Ay,
Ay, ay.
indeed. Do you think a game will be better if I drink really a lot, like really fast? You think that'll improve it? Fuck,
Well,
whatever, throw it.
Yep, time to throw.
I don't even understand the physics of that. Alright, you can't do it! It's a long way down.
You better press some buttons, so we're gonna have 5 more of these.
As abrupt as ever. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Alright. Yep. Yep.
Oh my god, there are only 2
Really?
fucking power-ups in
Yeah.
this whole, like, world.
Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, look, another hat. I'm kidding.
You got me scared for a second there.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was hoping I was split.
No, that helped, actually. Oh, an egg.
Oh, well, there goes my power-up. It's...
Alright, I'm gonna switch to this. Because at the very least, they always give one of these. Like,
Yeah.
pretty regularly. Bye.
Look at that large
Miss
lady.
you.
Those are some...
I see. What to do.
She got eyes like daggers. You could stab me to death with those.
Yep. Hey, lady, your dreamland sucks, by the way.
By the way, your imagination is shit.
Why are there spinning knives everywhere
Just jump
in your
over
head?
it if we need to. Oh. Now tell me you see that, please.
I do see that.
Okay, good.
Alright, I'll jump first. You. Oh, that's a... Let me just get this first. So let me
Too
get
close.
this first. Too low. There we go.
Why didn't this have the first-person camera where you can aim it? Like that one power-up that had
Wait a minute.
that.
Yeah, no. I thought I had a first-person camera, but I'm thinking of a different game.
Wait, hold on. I have an idea. Split. Run towards the
Okay.
tree. All right. Show me that with the camera. Make sure I can see what is down there. No!
Well, you got too close.
Yeah, I know. Okay. You're just gonna have to rotate it and stay away from me at the same time. This is not a good angle. I need it. I'm gonna jump through the thing and get the statue. Can you facilitate a camera angle where I can accomplish this?
I'm trying to do that and also not, like, connect to you. Thank you.
There we go.
Also, it doesn't matter if you get hit. You have no powers right now, and...
I don't care if I get hit. I just need to land on the statue, because I can't get back up. I can't jump my way back up to where we are.
Honestly, I could have just walked over here and waited, and then you would have pop like that.
I mean, sure.
All right. Why don't you go get that? Break off?
Yeah, sure. No, we couldn't get it on the Grimace frame, unfortunately.
Yeah. I like how so many parts of this game just really just says fuck you to player 2 for trying to do things. Like, you want this power up? No. Lock. You want to hit the end of the level? No. Take damage.
Thumbs up! Want to hatch those eggs? Not that it fucking matters.
Here you go. Enjoy life.
Enjoy a life in servitude. Make the wheel spin.
This is why you were born. Goodbye.
Moving right along.
I so want this game to be done.
Oh yeah, no, you and me both. What's great is that even when we finish the game, we still have like so much shit to get to once the gameplay portion ends.
This is such a... I love how distinct, like, they make both worlds in a chapter.
Oh yeah. I mean, whatever, it's fine. You can reuse a tile set. You can reuse elements.
Nothing here looks different, appreciably. Okay, maybe this little river here.
You know, it's a
Honestly,
larger
they
level.
have been good. Up until now, they have been good about making both acts look different from each other.
You know what's even more fucked, and this is a slight spoiler, but
Right, sure.
yeah, there's Act 3s to every one of these fucking chapters. There are unlockable third stages that you can come back for once you beat the game. They unlock these extra worlds, which I believe are remixes of the existing acts in these stages. So there's a whole, like, third of the game we unlock at a certain point. We're not playing those fucking stages.
Okay,
we had a conversation about this beforehand. Oh, that's just a bowling. You can just fucking get the key, get the whatever. It doesn't matter.
Time. I forgot how this one works.
We'll find out, won't we? Right. How do you put spin on it? Yeah. Well, these slicks, I wonder if these slicks are going to have any impact.
Negligibly. I think it did physics off of them a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, good enough. Horrible pin action.
Just the one.
I don't know if you're going to be able to...
No, but this is my best shot.
I mean, I know I will.
Ooh. Bad. Oh.
Nope. Yeah,
Just
fucked. So yeah, we are not doing the Bono stages. Oh, okay, all right, that's how we're playing. All right, that's how we're fucking. Okay, all right, see you, Balan. I see you, you fucking schmuck. Slime Generator points out that they kind of ripped off Elf Bowling here, and that's true.
Yeah.
Bet your ass that fucking pin went down. It's not a spare. It took 3 frames.
Yeah.
Notice how they have
Yeah.
the fade there, right? They have the fade back into this from the minigame. How do they not have the fade from the Balan bouts when you fail them? How did they not do that effect? How come it just abruptly drops you back in when you fail out of those?
This level's too big. Looking at it, trying to parse it, don't like it.
Let's just keep going up.
Is that new? No.
That's the monkey.
Actually, why don't you take it?
Yeah, just so that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think this is the part where they hit 80 costumes and they're like, we're done, we don't have to do it anymore?
Yes. And it's solved.
Alright, nothing. Nothing.
We can jump across if we double jump, if we help each other, if we work as a team.
Alright, I'll go first.
We cannot
No.
make it across. It's... I'll give you
Try.
another chance to lead at this. I think the stairs, or the quote-unquote
Yeah,
stairs on the
that's
left.
not
But we need that mouse power up to go through that door, right?
For that one, yeah. Oh, aha.
How would we have done that without double jump, though? How would we have done that without co-op cheats? I guess by dragging other power-ups from other worlds back
yes.
into this one. I think that's the point that they expect players to be at now, is just like, alright. Surely you have a stockpile by now, right? I'll go
I think
down,
it's
you
new.
go up.
Okay.
Oh!
How do we not have
I fucking hate this game.
Okay, there must be one, like, just right nearby or something. It always is. There it is. This is so pointless. This mechanic is
No, I think
so
it's adding a
not
lot.
needed.
Personally, I think it's adding tons to the game.
Alright, what is this one? Is this just teleporter again? Targeting mode. Set your sights on a large drop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. Or not quite teleporter. What it is that one that we had the argument about, where you
Yes.
can target. Yeah.
So it's that one again.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one where it is the same mechanic. This and the chameleon.
Yeah.
So the goal now is to figure out.
Is to
which-
just like figure out how to get up
How-
using.
How far can I? Not that far. Not that far. That far.
And there has to be gems too. That's the other fucking component of this. So there's a
Yeah.
potential here to like not be able to beat the level unless. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I want to.
Okay, it looks like the gems respawn.
Okay. Go. Yeah.
Well, we need a key. Oh,
Grab
I
the
don't
key
think we
for
have
me.
a. Okay.
I want to see if I can use this because it doesn't have the player
No.
2 thing. Okay, good. That's fine then. Double jump us over to that statue on the right. We're gonna go down, but
Okay.
double jump.
Yeah, I need to get the. Up. Okay.
There we go.
All right.
And now we need to work our way up, but we do have one more statue now, and that's got to count for something, presumably.
Yes, it counts for one.
I want to go into the paint.
Nah.
Game won't let me have any fun.
Let's see. Let's work our way back up this way.
Guabi the Great comes to the chat to say, "Ah, hell yeah, best game 2020." It is a 2021 release.
Okay, so
Now, I'm not gonna be able to
You don't
jump
think
us. No. There was a mirror near where we picked up this power up.
yes. Well, it was cloudy though.
Does that mean we
I don't
can't
know.
use it?
We'll try. I think usually cloudy means you can't use it, but this game has been weird.
Yeah. That works.
Bop. Okay, yep.
Shows what you
It just-
know.
It just didn't want to render from that far out. Okay.
Dobby the Great is having some contention in chat. They said that it was 2020. They were correct in chat. They said that this game was released in 2021, and their logic for saying that it's the best game of 2020 is because it only took a year to make. Yeah, so Duke Nukem Forever is the best game of fucking 1999 then, right? Is that how that works? Because it took 10 years to make. So, but it's clearly a 1999 game. That's... yeah.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. Okay.
Primed and ready?
One more. Oh, that takes so long. Okay, I got on there.
I think I took damage somehow. Or was otherwise kicked off of it, but who cares? Only one of us has to make it. Only one of us has to survive.
Is there any reason to go down there? Doesn't look...
Nope! That's my call.
I'm gonna switch to this.
I don't even... Oh, there's a switch there, so we're gonna have to, aren't we? Just go under.
Wait, that doesn't even come this way.
No. You're getting paranoid on me, Cherokee.
And I only have one thing that can jump right now.
I can jump for both of us. No, wait, no, I would take damage too if you took damage at this point.
Alright, so this is where that opened, right?
Hold on. Let's see what's around here. Gotta be something, right? Nope, never mind.
Nope.
What am I thinking? Why did I think there would be anything over there? Just because they designed the level in such a way as to make a platform. There doesn't mean it leads to anything.
Okay. So... I mean, I guess the only way is down. Whoa, that was
We have a
some
spare
ups.
key. There was a power-up around here somewhere. I know I'm off-screen, but... Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, this is so fucking annoying. Oh my god, I can't do that either? I can't do the Ink Lady?
It's not.
What am I fucking allowed to do then, just besides the monkey? Nothing? Just absolutely fuck all?
Let me look around. Okay.
You can double jump over it if need be.
Okay.
Yeah. Going up. Might as well switch to the ink. Or no, that works, I guess.
Yeah.
That's always so risky to me. I still have absolutely no idea what the physics of the jumping.
Speaking of the physics, okay, we're good.
Sure. A rare moment of, like, pity from the game.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was gonna, like, move us along or move out from under us.
Switch.
Yep.
Oh, it's one of
That helped.
those.
Oh, okay.
You know the drill. No, a little more.
I know. Come on. Come on. Hey.
Huh?
Okay. Good enough.
Strange, isn't it?
Once again, the whole, like, fuck off player 2 thing.
Hey, is it gonna be rocks or is it gonna be Lance?
Rocks.
Oh, it's the easel, yeah. Which is effectively the rocks. Like, it's the same animations from the rock thing. I hate art! No one will ever paint again in my utopia.
Take that, Monet.
According to Taiga Chimera, they were looking up speedruns for this game. I know we've been saying that there's, you know, so much room. Okay, fuck it.
Time to
It's
stop
awesome.
pressing
Yep.
buttons.
Yep. Looking up any percent runs of this game, they're only a minute faster doing co-op compared to single player. So our whole thesis about, like, you know, speed running tech.
Muda, muda, muda!
I'm not gonna do that too much tonight. Alright, whiff the kick, buddy. Alright. Finish strong.
Surely I won't mess this one up. Oh. So after we beat the boss, we can come back and do all the ones that we messed up.
Yeah, great. Yeah, and we'll come back and yeah, we'll definitely get on that in the fifth stream, in the fifth episode of this that we're definitely gonna do. I'll tell you what, if people pay us $1,000, we'll come back. I'll hold on to the save file
Directly, each.
over a period of 6 months, which is to say $1,000 each month. Back in the day, back when Bad Game Hall of Fame was a writing thing, the running joke that I kept having was that I had a $1,998 goal on the Patreon that I knew I would never hit, obviously, but the idea was that if we hit that, I would be forced to play Glover. Needless to say, I did not have to play Glover. But, you know, I'll set that for this. If the Bad Game Hall of Fame ever makes $2,000, reaches like some $2,000 milestone, we'll totally play Glover on stream. But not a moment sooner.
You say that as if you don't want to play Glover.
I don't want to fucking play Glover. Bob Maynard asked, PS1 or N64 version. Well, is that going to change it? Are you going to, like, you know, like, well, I was thinking about the $2,000. You know, if it's the N64 version, yeah, $2,000, you know, it's good as spent. But if it's just the PS1 version, then I will save my money. It's fine, just end the world. Who cares?
Like, I mean, you know, you might have just lost a customer from Trust Fund Nintendo Boy 22.
Yeah, we're trying to court directly to that audience member, wherever they may be.
The bad game whales.
Show yourselves, folks. We will kowtow, we will cater. I'll do anything for money. It's anything.
Adam and Eve, hit us up.
Now, this cutscene is more disorienting than the levels have been. I'm trying to keep track of space and time here. That was a bad painting. That was a bad self-portrait.
Oh, Layers of Fear. The rats! The rats!
We need more apples.
So
Alright, X-Ray Ape, take it away.
Is the solution gonna be that, like, she finds an audience amongst, like, Hot Topic teens? Like, oh, this is so edgy, I love it.
Finally, my demo. Oh!
Okay. Alright. Okay. Understood. Just need to get out of that. Got a little, I don't know what you would call that.
Stun state? Or...
I was gonna say head prolapse.
Alright, I have the X-ray specs on, so,
No, don't, like, bad.
Oh, I lost the X-ray specs. Don't mind me.
You remember how I started the episode by saying I was kind of dizzy today? This isn't helping.
Well, you know, if you puke, if you're gonna Ralph in this.
Oh, fuck. Good hit.
I can't believe that was a hit. I can't believe that counted. Oh, goodbye to the chameleon.
Yep. Which I'm sure I would have wanted that costume. I can't jump anymore. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
I'll keep
wait,
X-ray specking.
No, I think the X-ray specs only worked because I put it on. I don't think they actually work for you.
No, they worked. We were doing it in the level before, remember?
Well, in this boss, because it only worked when I switched to him. Unless it was just perfect timing for they spawned in the moment that I switched over. Whatever, we didn't get the 3 things this guy hit during the... I don't even know when I would have used that.
Yeah,
so.
no, neither do I.
It's entirely possible that we would have had to have brought a costume from another level to actually get that 3rd hit.
Did I also mention that when you 100%
Where
the
did
game...
you go? Oh, there you are.
Oh, there I am. That when you 100% the game, you get the English lyrics for all these songs in the game.
Yeah, we talked about that briefly.
Time kind of flies, by which I mean it drags on infinitely, and to the point where I lose track of what I've said and what I haven't. I just assume we've been here forever. Yeah, so there are really only 3 costumes in that whole fucking world, huh? No, there's some bunnies there. And there's like a unicorn.
So did we miss these costumes
Yes.
entirely?
Bob Ainer says all these songs are the exact same. No, there's 3 songs that they rotate between for all these chapters, for all these like character stages here, and there's a 4th and final one for the ending.
How did we miss that many costumes?
We probably needed the mouse costume to get inside that one door where they would probably have housed at least one of them. And there's other ones that were probably hidden behind like arcane, weird like combinations of using the teleporting one. That's not a canvas lady. In fact, I don't know what that is. I don't think paint's gonna help it. Ah, now it's a blue void.
Yay! Great mental breakdown! Hooray!
Next time I'll get her to cut off an ear. What?
Also, oh, sure. Okay. You know what? All right. That's fine.
Fucking
Okay.
hell!
That's all right.
This
I'll
game makes no
take it.
fucking sense. There's no rules, no laws.
I also like that. No, there was no crowd. It was no real crowd. It was all balloon people.
No, those are all placeholder models. They didn't have time to draw in just like other NPCs.
Now, do you think we're playing as a firefighter or an arsonist? Or
God,
both?
you know, a good friend said to me at the, you can either grow up to be an arsonist or a firefighter. If you're like a pyromaniac, there's 2 roads you can go in life. They said it a lot more eloquently. They had like some like good idiom around that. I don't remember. I hope we burned it all down though. That's where I'm at right now. That's about my headspace.
I was watching let's get in there, and then I'll talk. There was some show on TV. I don't remember the name of it.
Rescue Me.
It was one of... No. It was one of those, like, detective shows from, like, the 70s or 80s. And there was, like, this scene where this, like, neighborhood, this upper-class neighborhood, like, caught on fire. And, this old guy was like, oh, hi. This old guy was like, you gotta help, my house, it's gonna burn down, all my stuff is in there, my beautiful daughter, or whatever. And, like, we're gonna make this jump somehow, right?
We can make it. We can double jump it.
Oh, you know what I bet? I bet that doesn't hurt when it's not red.
That works.
Anyway. So... the guy was pleading to the firefighters, please help. And this one firefighter was like, shape the key, I'm gonna go to the doors.
What kind of fucking good is that? What use is that? That's fucking worthless. It's just a key.
What did it say?
All it does is it allows you to open up the cubes if you don't have keys on you. But you have to have the costume, and you have to open it up with a key to get the fucking mouse.
I mean, it seems like the more apropos use for it would be like the doors, right? The environmental thing that is built for... I'm never going to finish this fucking story. Oh, this is why they gave it to us, because there's no key around here. But look, I got this fucking game.
What a fucking waste. What a stupid, harebrained idea. You can push around the bulldozer blocks using the analog stick. You can push them very slowly.
Slowly. I can jump still. That's some fucking surprise.
It's a miracle. Anyway, what's the show that you were watching where?
Okay, I don't remember the name of the show, but guy with neighborhood on fire. Old guy, like, telling firefighters, please help me. Please help save my house and the people who live in my house and all this shit. And this firefighter goes like, oh, you know, maybe you deserve it. Maybe it's nature reclaiming the land, you know, that you built all your shit on. And you should have known better than to buy a house in a place like this where there's wildfire stuff. Like, you're a fucking firefighter, dude. Like,
most nihilistic
this
one.
is your job. Who becomes a firefighter to go on missions and say, like, you know what? Maybe the fire's right.
Is there anything to the left here? No. Nothing. Oh,
Okay.
no! We
it's
almost
our
missed
favorite.
it. What a shame that would have been. Alright, where are we destroying the day?
Tiger Chimera says, and then the guy was fired. No, he just spent the entire time, like, basically telling, like, people, like, no, we're not going to save you. No, we're not going to save your house. No, we can't do anything for you because it's all fucked. And meanwhile, the police chief's like, don't pay attention to him. Anyway, like this is a common occurrence. Like, don't worry about Nihilist Steve.
You know, I watched a show about firefighters once. It starred Billy Harrington, and he had this this evil brother who was an arsonist, and the joke is it ends in gay sex because it's a Billy Harrington.
All right,
Moochie. All right, well, fuck it, yeah. And what do you think the firefighter's dilemma is? GB Aura X points out, wait till you hear about the dude's conflict in this world.
Firefighter's not. He couldn't put out a fire. Right?
Something
That's
like
the
that?
only one. That's the only one. Is like a firefighter is like, oh, I couldn't put out this one fire, and that fucked me up.
You did it!
Or, oh no! It's one of those. Okay, you remember we've had some of these where the dilemma was like right before the bad thing happened, like the clown who wanted to confess his love.
But
right?
then got nervous a little bit, and so he got whisked away to this nightmare world for the next,
way,
like, forever. I know, I got it, I'm ready.
Okay, so here's my thoughts, right? This firefighter, he's at the scene of a fire, and, you know, wordlessly, Captain tells him, like, all right, take the hose, plug it into the fire hydrant, and he goes to the road, and there's a fire hydrant, and there's also a parking meter right next to it, and he doesn't know which is which. What is the end goal of this one?
To get
All
the
right,
plot,
right
to
here.
get it into there, yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
I'll direct traffic here. Alright, so you're gonna push it, and then we're gonna push it.
I'm gonna stop pushing
Yep.
it, and then I'm gonna push it again. And then wait a minute. You can pull this, right? Because that's the only way this is gonna work.
No, you can get behind it. I'm behind it right now.
Oh, a little janky, but yeah. Speaking of janky.
Wait, did you find a way to make it go faster?
No.
It looked like it was going faster for a second.
It did
has
look like it was
momentum.
going faster.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's momentum. You can't tell when they have like such short distances to push them.
Didn't that puzzle add so much to the game, though? Don't you feel just, like, you know, smarter for having solved that?
Don't patronize me, Cass, and all the jumping animals in my mind.
Probably the great says you can tap it to make it move faster.
Tap what?
The single button that exists in the game. But it's not gonna. It's already in place. We can't test it on this.
No, if I hit, I'm pretty sure if I hit, whatever.
Look, I'm sure there's gonna be another one of these fucking puzzles. Okay, I have a story.
All right.
I'm gonna tell it badly, but I
Sure.
was in film school. As some folk may know, I went in for my film and video degree. And we had a film history class as part of that, where we watched a lot of silent movies. We watched a lot of, like, oldies, you know. And one of them we watched was, like, this old 1900s, like, pre-1910s, or maybe 1910s, I can't remember which. But it was this short about firefighters putting out a fire. And it was important to watch because it's one of the first movies that had editing in it. One of the first films to ever, like, have the idea of, we're going to show the action here, then putting out the fire from multiple different angles. So you have to watch the entire sequence, basically just like this 1 minute vignette play out 3 times over, because that's how primitive, that's how foreign the idea of editing a movie was to them at that time.
Oh, I would love to get you over here. That's totally
Yeah.
get upable. Yep.
Oh. And so we're watching this as a class, and I understand old movies. I have an appreciation. I can, you know, I've watched a silent or two in my time. What I don't expect is that the third time they're putting out the fire, there is a musical accompaniment. Because, you know, at the time, like, silent movies weren't really silent. They would have people, like, playing pianos in the theaters to accompany the movies. They'd have, like, sheet music or whatever. And sometimes they would have lyrics. Sometimes they would sing along. And so they had recovered, like, a sheet music for this particular Firefighter short. We're throwing it. And it is just, like, the shittiest 1910s, like, oh, we put out the fire because we're brave firefighters. Oh, the fires are so hot, but we're so good. Just like one of, like, those, like, fucking lame, like, you know, like the shit that Mr. Show made fun of with the crooners skit. Anyway, and it's everything I can do to not laugh at it as it's playing in the class, and I'm the only one with restraint because everyone else just, like, lets it go. And I'm trying so hard to not join in, even though it is objectively very fucking funny. That the
Everyone
shitty
else
song is
just
playing.
Everyone else just like seriously nodding along, like, yes,
no,
fight
yes,
the fires,
art.
yeah.
I mean, when I went to film school, like, no one else, like, no one in that school, in that particular college, that university I went to, had, like, any respect or appreciation for films older than the 90s. Like, it was, like, the running theme. Everyone just wanted to make, like, I'm gonna get the industry to make, like, cool zombie movies, like, or just, like, you know, or, like, there's, like, a bunch of, like, Fast and Furious fans, which, you know, I get. I'm a Fast and Furious fan, too, but, you know, I acknowledge that there's, sorry, I was a little late on that one, that, you know, there's a history of movies.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, an entire class of people going, like, just saying to each other, like, clerks.
See, Clerks? Reservoir Dogs! Reservoir Dogs! Reservoir Dogs! Slime Generation, I went to AVGN Academy. Yeah, credited.
That is still kind of a wild story. Taken at face value.
The AVGN one about, like, hijacking the class.
You know what? No, that's not even the one I was going to go for, but that is also true. Although I have known people like that. I have probably been that person at some point in my life too. But anyway, no. The thing I was thinking about was how he just kept filming, like, people destroying shit. And,
that one.
like, was surprised that he got kicked out.
There's any consequence for his actions, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, what was I doing? I was a documentarian.
Yeah, there's this important history I'm recording here. And absolutely
I
not
don't-
just college kids fucking around. Which I also filmed us just fucking around in college. I also just have, like, video files of us, like, breaking laptops or whatever.
I'm waiting for the... I know it's
fire, yeah.
Yeah. I know, I think Dan Olsen said in the video, like, hey, don't read the book. It's bad. And not fun bad, but some of the stuff you described in there kind of made me want to read the book.
Well, if you didn't read Balan Wonderworld, the book, you're not going to read the AVGN book, I don't think.
Well, I didn't read the book, like, on a time... Or what's the word I'm looking for?
The timetable of the stream, or...
On a... I've lost the word for deadline.
Wait, let me grab the mouse.
Yeah. I was so hoping you would say no.
Just to be like, this one last fuck you.
Oh, hey!
Double jump.
They're just shoving them all in.
I mean, you know why, right? In
Ran
case you're
out.
short on statues.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because these are the easiest ones to get. Things where you fuck up once, you have to start the whole thing over again, get another shot. I know it's not like we haven't been trying, but let's really fucking try.
Okay.
There's a good chance I fuck up, but we'll see. Finger Death Punch.
Ugh. They're twice as bad as Five-Finger Death Punch, and that's pretty bad.
Twice as cool, I think you mean.
All right, one hit
Oh,
kill.
he's dead.
Tag, you're it.
Transmitten.
We got it.
Yep. There's only like 5 more to go because they made these longer and longer.
We're getting more bang for our buck. We're getting more value out of the game.
I did say this is like my favorite music in the game, so I guess I get the most of it.
Pro Striker 92, who was surprised to hear that the AVGN had an autobiography, presumes the title for it must have been Dick Tracy Ruined My Life, the autobiography of James Rolfe. Slime Generator says, Cass mentions Five-Finger Death Punch once, and now I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about Psychosexual again. Is that the name of a Five-Finger Death Punch song? It sounds like the name of a Five-Finger Death Punch song.
No, I don't think so. I think that's like a band that spun off of... Oh, I want to say Slipknot. I could be wrong.
Fuck
God
off! God damn it! What the fuck? Denied?
damn it.
It's on the
No.
last one, too, so we don't even get to do any fun little... Fuck!
Oh, Slime Generator said the band started by the drummer of Five-Finger Death Punch. For some reason, I thought it was the drummer of Slipknot.
Well, he did his time, and he wants out. I can tell you. Can I open
want
this for you somehow, or... Oh, no, it's just completely useless.
Yeah, it's not for you.
Yeah, it's not for me, but also... Wait, hold on. Did I somehow open that because we didn't have a key? So did
No,
me
we had a
standing
key.
next to it, or we had a key?
We had a key.
Okay, so there's no point to me being the fucking mouse then. There's just no fucking point. Oh, it's just completely useless. Right, because I can't
You know
open,
what-
like, half the fucking
You know
power-ups
what?
here.
You know what you can do though, as the mouse? You can actually damage enemies if we get into a fight. Because remember, human form cannot do that.
All right, try tapping the button.
I am, and it is working.
Double stack right there.
So...
Jump, jump, jump.
I look really sinister from a distance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think there's probably intended for us to do more here, but I don't
Nope.
feel like. Wait, okay. Before we collect
Okay.
that, is there any obvious thing we
Anything
can pick up?
obvious
Is there like a
ones, yeah.
statue just like right out in the open, maybe? There's an egg down there.
Nope.
Something to the left over there.
How far left?
Right there.
Over there?
Yeah.
I think... don't even know how we would get there.
With a different power up from a different level. I just want to see. I just want to peek that corner.
Yeah.
It's like one of like the hidden power-ups over there.
No.
No,
There's
there's
an egg.
another egg there.
Right.
I don't
Let me
care.
take a look over here. There's a...
Wait, that is another power-up. That is a fresh power-up.
Yeah. Wait, let me switch to something... Okay. Let's Try it.
Iron Apollo. Iron
Roll
Apollo returns
credits.
to their home planet.
Okay.
Yes.
Float up in the sky. What's more, this helmet's hard enough to break costume. Okay, this is not a tap situation. It is just
cold.
that slow.
Oh my god, and your walk speed is that slow? Okay, stop moving. I can't move you any faster.
Here we go.
How
I have
do
no
you...
horizontal.
This is dire. This has
How
to be
high
one of
up?
the most poorly realized things I've ever seen.
How high up can I go? That
Not
high
even
up.
that fucking high! I can't get over there.
Oh, good thing I have this to get up there.
Gale Pond says they're loving this Ghostbusters bootleg music. This was brought up that this is apparently this music is supposed to be. Also, nice misaligned texture, you fucking idiots! God, I sure hope someone's fired for that blunder. On that pipe. But you know, this
So
is
we're
apparently
back to,
supposed to be
like,
like the Ghostbusters theme. I don't hear it.
Start of the level, more or less, I think. Aha!
There we go. And then maybe I can jump at the end of your rockets.
I have an idea. Let's try and get up there instead of...
Yeah, maybe. We're gonna miss out on the music in this stage, though. Oh, the musical number. We're not gonna get our 5 gems.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to double jump for me. Up. And then... There we go.
108 out of 110. As long as we get 2
109.
statues.
Nope, we just need one more.
Oh, 109 out of 110.
Yeah. Okay.
Take us home, Sharky.
And...
Not this way. Or is it?
No, this is forward.
Well,
We went way
backtracked.
far back. Yeah. It was all worth it for the Iron Apollo. All worth it. Imagine if this was my only costume, right?
Yep.
And this was just the speed.
I mean, that could happen. That could legitimately happen to someone very easily.
Yeah.
No, you have to go across the platform that... You have to wait for it
Yeah.
again. Wait, no, we can double jump. Make it, we can make it. No.
No, I'd rather be safe than stuck with Iron Apollo. Speaking of, I'm gonna take a hit. I'll take it with this.
You've made a
I'm
horrible
coming.
miscalculation.
I'm coming. Here I come. Whoa.
Bosa.
All right. I need. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I'm the mouse. I have free keys. Who gives a shit? Oh, and I can get that too.
We need Iron Apollo
Goodbye,
for the
Iron.
boss fight.
Fuck it. This is stage 1 anyway.
Oh, this is stage 1? I thought this was a stage 2.
Nope.
It's time sure flies.
All right, I need you for this.
Yeah, we
double
need to
jump. I don't know.
jump, yeah.
I don't know what the intended way to do this is. Now that I look at this.
And we'll never know.
Nope.
And I'm fine with
Now-
that.
All right, now would we like to go back down there and get a second
I'll
one?
kill you. Well, we probably should have, because we probably could have just rocketed back up to this platform.
No, it's not that high. It doesn't go up that high. Remember?
Ah, you whacked me in the face with your weird bulldozer arm.
Oof.
Gonna be blind to that eye now.
Just one more. And the game doesn't end, but I guess we wouldn't have to worry about collecting the shit anymore. With one more. What? Why do we... Oh, it always does it.
Yeah,
for
it
some
always.
reason, the fact that every other stage just takes you directly into the next stage throws me off every time.
Yeah, it's inconsistent. It's bad design, as it
Did we
turns
get any
out.
eggs? Yeah, we did.
We got one. Oh, we got two. One of them is glowy and everything.
Hey.
I hate these guys.
Yeah, no, it's...
I saw someone tweet out, bye. I saw someone tweet out, today, I think, they're releasing a, open, alpha or something for a game they're making that is just, it is just the Chow Garden.
Yeah, I saw that.
Don't remember what it is called, and I'll find out while this level loads up. Bobo Bay.
Firefighter with Heroic Aspirations, by the way, is the name of this sequence. This chapter. Is that the end of the stage right there?
Can we?
I think we're gonna need to get that cage around it down first.
I think we're gonna need to get that.
Yeah, I think we do. Wait, this hasn't changed. This isn't fading back and forth. There's gonna be a power that lets us walk on lava, or the fire hydrant's gonna let us spray water to create walkable platforms across the lava.
Sure, that makes sense. Gimme.
Water blaster.
Uh-huh. Okay, so
Seemed
no.
like a good idea. Or maybe it's because it's at an angle there.
Goodbye.
Oh, maybe
Fuck this.
whatever that red thing is. Yeah, I'm right. It's because the other stuff was at an angle, and they didn't know how to account for angles.
Okay.
This is also going to be problematic because you're going to have to do it over the edge here. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Full steam ahead.
Oh, you're really getting distance with that. Boy, howdy, I tell you what.
Can't jump with this one.
Oh, okay. I'll do the
fact,
jumping for us.
In fact, I probably shouldn't even be walking around. Can we just...
No.
Wait, give me a sec. Come back here. Double jump.
No.
I was hoping.
Against all hope.
Well, if I can't aim up. Alright. We're out of here.
Double jump across.
And...
Fuck's sake, Sharky.
I hit jump.
A likely story.
We had this happen before. Where, buttons just sometimes
Can I be the
just don't.
firefighter?
Can you?
Oh, we don't have a key. We don't have the rat either. Wait, what is this
where-
red fucking thing? Is this something? Is this anything?
It's not that.
Alright, well, let's double jump and get the
See the
statue there,
Power
then.
it up. What? Okay, camera.
Fuck. We can
Wait, I
get
have an
that.
idea.
We can definitely get that. But kill that thing first.
Thanks for taking the fire out. Okay.
Fuck's sake. Can we get on top of the lantern? No, that was late with that
That
one.
was late.
Alright, fuck
No,
it. We don't
lit-
need it. What do we...
we don't need any more of these. We're done. Oh, there's your key.
I don't care. I that won't be
Actually,
able
you
to
don't
jump.
want it anyway because
Yeah.
you won't be able to jump. Yeah.
We are gonna need to put that fire out. Or build a bridge. Why is he surrounded by an evil aura? Oh, it's because the enemies are around him. Because the enemies have the evil aura around him.
Do we have to kill these guys to get this door open, or what?
Wouldn't surprise or shock me.
Okay, that one's on fire, so... Sorry. Stop.
I'll take the fire.
Thank you. Now, would you like to come over here? It almost seems like that's supposed to be like an offensive thing, and it definitely isn't. Please don't just drop me directly
You're
down.
gonna drop directly into the lava. It's gonna be so funny. Who needs jumping anyway, right, Sharky? Oh, cool! Another firefighter costume.
You remember that moment in like one of the episodes where you just stopped playing because you were so frustrated?
Yeah.
And like that's the moment where I picked it up instead.
Yeah,
You
we're
notice what I'm
getting out
not
of
doing
this.
right now? I just fucking hate this game.
It's not good.
Anything with it. Yo, key mouse.
Sure.
I probably need that too.
Bring the rocket along. Why don't you? That'll be handy. I don't know, I'm intoxicated now. I'm getting a little.
Anything with it. I might need like a
Sweet,
second
sweet
energy drink,
booze.
even with the energy shot. I don't know what happened. Real talk. I don't know what happened, but like the moment that we went live, like I just got lightheaded.
It's Balan. I'm not gonna take anything. Fuck it.
Okay.
I will grab that key though.
Yeah, go for it.
And do you see the little mouse door?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, not this kind of mouse.
Oh,
How foolish of us.
well, I don't need that.
Oh, did I get the egg somehow? Whatever. Just we get the switch. All right, enough of that
Oh.
fucking song, I guess.
Yeah.
We should probably get our Tim back from that.
I went back. Oh.
Those are Tim traps.
I don't want
Dodge
to
it.
grab this.
Let's double jump over it so we don't grab it.
Okay. So not the right mouse.
Not the
Not
right mouse. No, it's
with
the
a
other
key.
mouse. 80 costumes, Sharky. You don't get the 80 doing. Oh my god. Good god.
I
Just
I
brute force it.
avoided
Brute
it
force
somehow. Failed to avoid it somehow. Well, now I'm stuck with this. So I really hope that this is a thing I can walk over. Yes, it is. Can't. Now I see a. Are you doing that with the camera?
I was spinning around just to get him.
Okay. So there's a teleporter, maybe.
Or maybe
We
we
don't
turn
need it.
like the water on and it goes through the pipes. But hey, we don't need it. You're like, fuck this jumping puzzle. Can't even jump if we wanted to. Well, I could jump for us, but this
Choose
also
not
works.
to.
Yeah, this is just truly wretched.
All right. Let's get some more costumes in here.
More lambs to the slaughter, more sacrificial.
Let's get
fucking
in
hits.
the Apollo, Iron Apollo. Let's get in Box Fox.
You know, like
Okay.
in a game that was like good, like, you know, we'd appreciate the increase in challenge by this point, right? We'd be like, oh, now that I've mastered all the tools of the game. But in a game that gives you a different tool set for every chapter, and I mean, I say different with the biggest air quotes in the fucking universe, because like all these things are like variations of the same 5 different power-ups. But you know what I mean conceptually, that we should be experts at this game by now.
I don't even
Equip
know
for
if
any
I call this
challenge.
challenge. It's just bullshit. Okay, give.
Ladder Man. Now that's a name they just gave up on. How about Larry Ladder or anything? Just
Ladder
anything.
Lass. Ladder Lass and Ladder Lad, depending on which character you're playing as.
That would work.
Okay, now when it says anywhere,
It does mean anywhere.
Not
Or not.
really.
Hey, look at our reward! Isn't that awesome? We get to do another one of these.
You saw what I was trying to do, right? To make
Yes.
the ladders work.
You're trying to find that angle. Woohoo! 80 costumes, Sharky. Not a wasted one among them. Definitely not
You know,
functions. That should just be basics of control for like any character, any platformer.
Like, making a ladder out of thin air is just standard platformer.
Well, I mean, you know, there's like, what is it if not just like a high jump with an extra step?
No,
What?
I wasn't saying that to be facetious at you. I was saying that just as a joke in and of itself.
There was that platform way back at the beginning of the stage.
Well, we're gonna have to go that way anyway because that's where the exit was.
Yeah. Assuming you hold on to this ladder, assuming we don't get burnt to a crisp before then.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like I did not hit it on time, but all right, I'll take it.
Tiger Chimera says, I think a tier list of the costumes based on aesthetic would be kind of fun. I was going to say, if they're based on practicality, there's only 5 tiers because they each correspond to the 5 different type of costume there is. You have to roll 20 costumes into one slot. In terms of aesthetic, there are definitely some that are stronger than others. Oh! Power battle. Take that, evil twin.
I've got the biggest ball of them all.
Is that Balan's AC/DC audition? Is it?
Yes. TNT, I'm dynamite.
Slime Generator says, I hope when we get to the final costumes, they just completely run out of ideas and start having to rip off models from other games. You don't get the 80 just, you know, with original thought. Please.
Freddy Fazbear. Alright, ready to get a great?
I saved it.
At least I'm consistent. Alright, thank you. We got the trophy that we don't need.
It's going to be so worth it, though, when we go for the 100% run, just to know that we took care of this one. One less thing on the checklist for us. See, hey, I think I know what we need to do here. You probably have to use all those fucking ladders and all those spots. That might have something to do with it, huh? You think that might have at least something to... Can I grab that? No, I can't.
Why don't you grab it? Why don't you
let's
try?
see what happens.
Why don't you try and play this game? Nope. Not allowed.
What a fucking half-assed dog shit piece of...
You want to play soccer?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Not allowed. I don't know if this gets rid of this or not. I don't remember.
No, it doesn't. We would keep everything.
You know what? I'm going to switch it over to this because at least I know I can get that fast.
Why even bother putting co-op in this game? Like, honestly. Who does it serve?
Alright, I got rid of Balan for you.
Thanks. Oh, dear. There we go.
Alright.
Alright, you do the rest. Do a more powerful kick. I think the hitting it on the mark is a trap. I think we straight up want to max out the meter.
The thing is, I can't tell if that's power or accuracy. Like, my hunch was, you know what? I'll max it out this time. See what happens.
Yeah,
But-
see how it just sent like a bunch of shit fucking scattering?
Yeah.
I think trying to hit it on the mark has been our fatal flaw this whole time.
Well, I don't think we're gonna catch the split. Well, wait, do we have one shot left? No.
No. GB Aura in chat saying the keys aren't shared between players and they're gained independently. No.
No, they're
we share
shared.
Keys. Yeah. Having independent keys would give player 2 some kind of fucking agency, which is not
Okay,
what this
back-
game is
back
about.
back
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is not what they were going for here. There's
How-
there's a switch right there.
Yeah, I know, but
Okay. Okay, I'll get it. You get on the switch.
all right.
At least I can grab
I
fucking
wanted
eggs.
I wanted the 2 no thing to pop up again.
Nuh-uh. Yeah, just jump down there, then we...
All right, let me.
Oh, wait,
switch
hold on.
something I
What's
can jump.
underneath? Oh, it's
what's
another
underneath.
firefighter one. It's right underneath. Okay, first of all, now turn around.
Okay.
See, firefighter, in case you got
Yep.
stuck down here, so you don't soft lock, you see?
Good. Need to switch to something else that can fight.
I'm helping! By putting out the fires. I'm the bravest firefighter of them all. Oh, when
the
I
only
see
one
those boys on fire, I run right in! That's what a
I'm the only
firefighter
one
does!
I'm the only one here who really actually puts their all into firefighting. I just run in there and let myself. I put out the fire. I run in and shove my face into the fire until the fire is out. You think there's something in there, right?
Yeah, that
there's
gem, baby!
Purple. There's a purple gem. Okay.
Good luck solving this puzzle. Excuse me? Pardon? Also, I go into your pocket when you climb up the ladder. You notice that? I shrink.
yeah.
Like we're in a fucking JRPG, and the party is condensing.
I thought it was so cool in Final Fantasy VIII because you could see your whole party.
Who's this lady? On fire.
What lady?
Oh, they're gone now. That creature, that thing.
Oh.
We'll never know. We
yeah,
will
we'll never
literally
know.
never know. I don't know. Let's go across and see what happens. Ah, well, that explains it.
Please don't drop me directly into the. One moment.
What a piece of shit! What a fucking horrible game! Absolutely no fucking respect at all.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can't you
Yeah, I
see?
preemptively knew that drink cup was coming. All right.
We have to find the answer by ourselves.
Wait, I want to see. Do I have? No, I can't time someone out for redeeming points.
Hey, Charky, say something nice.
You're a good friend of mine, Cass. And I
You are
appreciate-
too.
All right, I said something nice. Okay.
What's nice is that you wouldn't make it this far in the Switch version of the game because the game is so fucking busted on that platform. So that's nice that players wouldn't have to suffer this if they made the mistake of owning a wing. Wait, I can do the this.
Okay. Yeah. Well, good. Congrats. You get to fight him now. I've run out of everything. I sure hope that also damages him because we don't have any jump abilities anymore. All right.
Fuck!
Help, it'll spawn in over here. Oh, wait. We need emergency thing. We need, backup powers. Especially for you, just in case.
Oh, we need a rewind fucking costume in this game, just to...
think that...
Oh my god! Isn't it cool how every character you lose the costumes, you get hit once,
No more
or step in
fooling
the fire
around.
once? Isn't that awesome?
Which of these do I want to see suffer the most? Sure, bubble blower.
I don't know. Can that one even jump?
No.
Sure, who cares? Here I am. You can probably just jump across all these, honestly. Because remember, this ladder is just like a double jump, effectively. It's a double jump with less flexibility, with less freedom. It's like that shitty... What's that one from World 1? The one where you extend your head because you're a plant?
Oh, Jesus Christ. The flower one, sunflower, yep.
This is just that with extra steps.
No, this one gets you up higher, but less consistently. No, I'm gonna hold on to the ladder.
Sure.
For this walk.
Let's keep going.
Okay,
Keep
this
going.
isn't as far back as I thought it was. Okay. Alright, didn't cut to the cutscene this time. I am gonna need to switch to another skill. Oh, I picked a winner. Alright.
Let's put the camera on me.
Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Let me get that.
Use me like a turret. Yep.
Okay.
And this will somehow dissolve the cage, sure. Whatever.
Cage is made of fire.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Time for another Balan bout.
Oh yeah, I think we did totally unlock one of those behind that wall, didn't we?
Yep. Just hoping it is cut to us and we're like face down in the water.
We're drowned.
Yeah. Oh, my trap failed, I see.
Hey, Sharky. This is chapter 11. There's still
Yeah.
a whole other chapter, and then a boss fight after that.
Yeah.
And then we have
Then-
more shit to do afterwards, too, because I... Sock Puppet Kingdom says, as much as this game sucks, it does make me nostalgic for the shitty licensed 6th-gen platformer era. I see this, and it makes me remember why I hated that era, why I hated all those games, why I hate platformers.
Oh, I would rather play almost any of those games over this. Those had more than one button.
You know what? Can't deny that. You're right. Those games at least have 2 buttons, which is twice as good as this fucking game. Johnny Baghead says, play Vex next. I don't know what that game is.
Platformer.
Oh, great. Then we'll get on it. Tiger Chimera says, this game is just like all the worst sins of the platformer genre in one game. And there are many sins to the platformer genre. Why, you want me to grab that or something, or?
No, you can't. Oh, you can. Yeah, never mind. That's one of those games. No, I was trying to think.
Oh, the chess piece can jump.
Oh, okay. Now can we...
We can just go down. We can't make that jump, but we can just go to the end of the level.
Yeah.
We can get that,
We can make that
from here, maybe.
Oh, yeah, wait, I have...
Yeah, you have the
I
little
have the thing
floaty
for
girl.
that. Yeah, I also have the ladder, which I think is actually how we were supposed to do that.
Yeah, well. This works.
Full steam ahead. And we can get that last one. That's over here.
Was there another one over here?
Yep. It's the first one we saw.
We got
It's not there anymore.
We got it. We did the firefighter thing.
That's right. Listen, that was like
That was like an
2 hours
eternity
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
There we go. Got the grimace
Yep.
face. I hate being a chess piece. The ultimate ending to this playthrough for me would be just to have you renounce platformers as a genre, as a concept
no.
into this.
No.
Knowing that they could birth this, just knowing that it all led to this.
Listen, Pepsi Blue didn't make me renounce soda, so this isn't gonna make me renounce platformers.
Balan was driving the fire truck. Did you see it?
Yeah, Balan made this fire.
Oh my god, he's literally afraid of fire. It's... Now the kid's been waiting for years to be saved as this guy works out his trauma in Balan's theater. Makes you think. I'll get the key.
Okay. You want a mouse?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Huh.
I'll figure something out.
Probably this.
Yep. Just keep shooting.
All right. And
Water.
yep, be in your stun state. You want that?
Yeah, I figured it might help. Oh, we're not putting out that fire. Oh! Guess what we could use
Well,
here?
Oh, yeah.
Guess we're not getting that statue.
I just want to end this. Alright, we're just moving on to the next phase, huh?
Well, I tried to help by putting out the fire, but it didn't want to let me do that. I'm not even going to bother collecting power-ups. I'm just going to keep losing them. GBA RX has some insights from the TV tropes page for this game, which I assume is cribbing from the book. You would assume. According to TV tropes, the novel heavily implies that his superior thinks of him as the only sane man. What? Like his firefighter captain? The reason he went to Wonderworld is that he became insecure after backing away from a chemically enhanced fire that his fellow firefighters showed no fear towards. However, when he got back, his superior chewed out his colleagues for stupidly risking their lives like that, while he didn't get criticized whatsoever. What's the moral supposed to be? That, like, fear is good? Like, what?
A healthy amount of fear? Like, not
That
being...
firefighters should be more cowardly? That firefighters shouldn't, like, charge into fires to save people's lives? I guess that...
I mean, that knowing when, like, you know, you're gonna take a risk that's more likely to kill you than help you?
Knowing when to hold them, when to fold them, I guess?
Yeah.
So how do I even exist, Hazard? The moral is don't fight chemical fires without proper protective equipment, personal protective equipment.
There you go.
Slime Generator says, imagine being one of the people Balan doesn't help. Like, you're about to die in a car crash, and you pray for Balan, but Balan's like, no, I'm busy working with this clown right now. This clown's having a hard time confessing his feelings, you see?
I mean, he really deals with emotional trauma, not physical trauma. Right?
I mean, this guy was about to get burnt to death.
He was afraid. That was... I don't know, we'll see. I didn't read the fucking book.
Wait, if they're here, who's putting out the fire right now? Oh no, we're all gonna die.
Mice, what are you doing? You have to put out the fire.
We're all inhaling smoke right now.
Flame-propelled rocket, what are you doing? You gotta go help put out the fire.
I more meant the firefighter himself in this one, but it's...
Listen, they're all culpable by their inaction.
Let's see the moment of triumph. He doesn't have a mask or like tanks of oxygen on his back or like any sort of like protective equipment. It's
Tattoo, funeral. Nope.
sorry about your parents. You know. I'll get him next time.
They'll never know it was me.
That I was the arsonist the whole time.
I definitely hit it with two different things.
You did, yeah. But hey, you know, they're making up for that one they gave us by accident earlier.
Yeah.
You cannot fight the final foe until you freed everyone from their woe.
I believe you mean, you cannot fight the final foe until you freed everyone from their woe.
What they're saying is we need to do stage 12 before we can see the cool train come along.
You need to solve my problems. You ever ask what my problems were, huh?
Thrasher Darkrai with a good question. Has Balan spoken to us like this before once at the beginning of the game, near the beginning?
12. Okay.
Remember, it's easy to find it in the stage. You go 8, 6, 12.
Tell you what, I need to go get another drink. So, I don't know if you want to hit your mission or if you want to entertain the crowd.
I'll entertain the crowd somehow, some way.
Then I'll be back while we watch this number count up.
Oh yeah, this will be exciting. Hopefully it'll be 2,450 by the time you get back. Folks. Oh, I got on this. This is cool. I'm helping. I'm making the number go up. Johnny Baghead asks, this might be a small complaint. I may be mistaken, but does the Tim's counter count up while you're in a level? Because if not, that's sucky. It does not count up. It does not do that flavor for you in the background, which is obscene. But I will say that you don't get anything for completing the tower. We discovered that. This counter, by the way, will also never make it to those extra digits at the end. 24,500 is the last tier of this. You unlock the tower, and then the counter goes away. You can't even, like, get the number up just for funsies. You get the tower, and you get nothing for it except for an achievement. So that's pretty cool. So this whole Tim's thing is just, you know, you would think is just functionally fucking useless, but no. Nuh-uh. There is another use for the Tims. There is a thing you get for breeding Tims in such a way as to get King Tims. I do have from GB Aura, who don't mind me as I take mouse control for a second here. Sorry. GB Aura mentioned that I should read this. This is a good time to read it, because this is certainly tedious. I'm going to explain how you would get the Balan costume in this game, the ultimate power-up, one that lets you jump 4 times and then hover in the air, so that you can basically, like, bypass any and all platforming in this game. This is just from GBOR. They were DMing me earlier when we were talking about save file stuff, so I thank them again for the assistance. GBOR X in chat, but I can tell you how you're supposed to get the Balan costume. It's wild. In the game, you'll find rainbow drops, which are very, very rare and cleverly hidden. These rainbow drops can only be given to a large angel Tim statue, I believe. Can I steal mouse control away? There it is. Pictured over there. Give it enough and it'll open up asking for a white King Tim. As you may know, you feed the Tims drops, which causes them to change their behavior in the main gameplay. Red is combat, pink is for finding eggs, etc. Look at the Tim statues near the flowers. They're a guide to the personalities and what they do when you drag them into the levels. So that's good to know. And also they grow in size when you feed them. Eventually, as a Tim eats enough, it'll get a medal of that color. You may notice that some of these Tims have medals as they cheer me on. But yeah, some of them have some medals, and that's because they filled up on different types of gem. Now you need to get a Tim 3 medals and have it get big so it'll produce an egg. However, there's a slim chance that throwing a Tim at a big 3 medal Tim will produce a King Tim, which has all the abilities that a colored Tim has. As you can guess, this is random. I heard that throwing a 3 medal small Tim will increase the chances, but I can't confirm this. Take that with a grain of salt. Then they gave me a slight correction saying, the rumor about throwing a small 3 medal Tim at a big medal Tim is not proven, if I recall correctly. They got a King Tim by throwing a small 2 medal Tim at a big 3 medal Tim. Perhaps even lesser. They don't know. No one really cared enough to try and look into the game files to see how the Tim system works. Ain't that the truth? Okay. If you get a King Tim, throw it at that Angel Tim statue, and it'll unlock a huge Tim that'll take you to get the Balan costume. However, if you lose that costume, guess what? You need to get more rainbow drops and feed the large Tim enough so it'll take you up there again. And unlike the other costumes in the game, you only get 1 Balan costume. You cannot stack up on it. You cannot collect them. Why am I bringing this all up, says GBORX? That's another sign that the game is archaic. The game does not tell you how to get the King Tim, so even if you figured out the first part on getting the statue to open up, you'd still be fucked, basically. That's me paraphrasing, that's me adding to this. Yep, a major guide dang it moment if I ever saw him. That's GBORX again. And yep, this is consistent with the problems with the game to communicating stuff to the player. Sorry for the ramble. Might as well let you know about all of this. I did it all so you don't have to. How do I even exist that? Can you get it back if you lose it? No! You'd have to go through the process of getting a bunch of rainbow drops again, of getting a whole bunch of rainbow gems, by doing, like, you know, these arcane little puzzles and replaying stages repeatedly to get, like, maybe, like, 1 or 2 gems, and you take them over to the statue, and it takes away all your rainbow gems from you, no matter how many you have. So, yeah.
Yuji Naka should have gone to jail.
Yeah. Now, mercifully, once we complete the game, once we finish this chapter 12 and then get the ending, we do have that save file that we were talking about. Yes. That they sent to me. So we'll load that, and we'll at least be able to see the Balan costume and maybe see some of the, maybe one of the Act 3 for one of the chapters. I don't know. Take us to 12. Gale Pond asks, why not just let us actually play his Balan game? That'd be too fun. And that was what they were going for. GBORX says, I believe you need 5 drops the last time I opened my save to test this out. I can tell you that I cheat engined myself 50 rainbow gems. The man seemed like no one. And I just took them all away. It doesn't count them. It is however many you have, it takes. I read something online that says that the first time you, like, have Ultra Tim, I don't know. I don't care. Actually, you know what? I just realized I actually don't give a fuck about explain the mechanics in this game, because the game didn't care enough to explain the mechanics of this game. The game at no point explains any of that bullshit I was just reading.
Speaking of bullshit, I need to get rid of, like, almost all these costumes. That'll do.
Like the Chow Garden, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some secrets.
On you, by the way.
Oh, right. There are secrets to the Chow Garden. There's, like, you know, like, arcane, like, breeding stuff you can, like, puzzle together on your own. Or, you know, some of it you maybe can't figure out on your own. Maybe some of it requires
Jesus.
guides. What?
Jesus.
Oh, the cross. Okay, yes, very good. Thank you.
An allegory.
But, you know, that shit
I
doesn't,
died
like,
for your
gate
sins.
content. You know, the Chow Garden does not gate content in the fucking game. In Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Adventure DX, as far as I remember. We needed the key, don't we? What a rotten
How?
game.
I mean...
We can double jump.
Okay, we're gonna...
No,
Whoops, stop
no!
it, stop it. We're fine. We're gonna double jump from here.
Okay.
So I can glide back. Okay. And then we're gonna double jump from here up to there.
Very good.
Disconnect.
Let's see what this is. Vacuum
Don't
blaster. Yeah, I hate this. So, you know, and then, like, you know, the other thing that this is really more like, this isn't really Chow Garden. Oh, I hate this guy. This guy can stay in his fucking nightmares, honestly. Where he fucking belongs. You know, I keep losing track because this level is so... Anyway, the Tim system, this is more based off the A-Life system from Nights into Dreams with those, like, little pixie things that I can't remember the name of.
No.
But
the challenge is they give you one that can't jump and then has
you do this bullshit, yeah. At least we'll get the key this time. Suck him up!
Slowly.
Gotta suck him real slow. Oh, that worked.
Yeah.
Monster infighting.
All right.
See what that is.
Give me this.
The Invisible Man? Oh, that's it's called the Invisible Man. Press A to turn invisible.
Nope, random. When it feels like it.
How do you... Can you jump in this costume at least?
Yeah.
At least there's
When
that.
it feels like a costumes, I think generally mean you can jump.
Thank God for that. The Nighttopians, that's the name of them in the A-Life system. And, you know, the reason I was even bringing that up is because, you know, they don't materially do anything either. They're just, like, for funsies.
Speaking of for funsies, this room, apparently. So
You know what? I can just... Fuck it.
Yeah, actually, you go get it. Yeah. Good job. You wanna...
I mean, you just keep going. I don't care. I'll figure this out. I'll get teleported
keep going
eventually.
means I leave.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
GB or X also mentioned it was a demo launcher costume, which was like a bonus for people who had the game, who played the demo and then transferred their save file to the main game. But then they also made like a button combo you could press to unlock it. We'll have that in the save file as well. Even though that thing isn't like particularly like interesting to me. I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm trying to find a diplomatic way to say this. I'm also gonna set up my shot here.
Am I being fired?
It's nice that this game has so much attention to detail. All these cool little secret-y, Easter eggy things. I don't give a fuck about any of them. None of this shit is interesting to me. I hate this game. If they had had solid fundamentals, if they had put the bare minimum of fucking effort into, like, the actual fucking gameplay, the parts with the platforming and shit, fuck this. What the fuck ever. You know, like, if it was, like, a competent game, then yeah, then you can spend your time doing all these cutesy little bonus features, whatever the fuck. But fuck this. The game is so fucking bad. Like, you're hiding all this, like, end game content, all this replay value stuff, and who the fuck is it for? Who is it for? Right? Besides, like, sickos who are just, like, you know, and God bless you if you're the kind of person who looks at this game and is just like, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna 100% this just to, you know, just to say that I did it. But, like, no one is, like, playing this because, like, it's cool and good and, like, interesting and, like, because it compels you in any sort of way, because mechanically or design-wise it's done something to be like, it's worth it taking this time to do this.
I feel like this is a conversation that we generally have every time we do an LJN stream. The whole thing of like, how much does like putting little touches and trying to be cute count when your fundamentals are broken?
Yeah, and the answer is it doesn't count for fucking shit.
I feel like sometimes... Oh, there that goes.
I thought you were invisible.
I feel like sometimes you err on the side of like, well, they tried to do something, and that counts for something. And then sometimes you're like, no, the gameplay just isn't there, period. I think where that might have been the case was that one wrestling game that we did in the last episode.
Yeah.
And like eventually, like I was talking to you and I was saying that like, hey, it's just fundamentally worse to play, and it ended up ranking lower because of that.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's obviously, like, the thing is that it's inconsistent. It's not a case-by-case basis where ambition is. But I can just safely say that...
This is a case where, like, any sort of ambition does not make up for the deficiencies in how the game is played.
No, not one bit. I cannot imagine a fucking universe in which I am compelled to 100% this game. You could not fucking pay me to 100% this game. This is... I hate platformers. Okay. I dislike platformers. I'm not a fan of platformers. We're doing away with the hyperbole here. And this is one of the worst of them I think I've ever fucking encountered. I think this is fucking wretched. I think no one on this team... no one could have been happy with this, right? This game is bad, and they should feel bad about it. In the ways that this game was marketed, like, as being this accessible thing, when it is one of the least accessible, one of the most frustrating by some fucking measure, one of the most sickening to look at in some of the stages.
What happened to the one I followed?
I cannot reconcile with anyone having a passion for this game or bothering to, like, complete it. And it's great, GBR. I know you didn't... And GBR, to their credit, they also didn't 100% complete this fucking thing. This isn't me a mostly complete save file, which is good enough. That's all I needed. I'm grateful for it. Don't get me wrong. But, like... I just don't. What are we doing here?
I feel like I need to watch that Austin Eruption video again, where he did 100% it. Because I don't remember exactly how his mental state was at the end of that.
I don't remember it being great.
Do you think there's rhyme or reason to like how these are positioned, or is it just hit all four of them?
Should probably hit all four of them. Like, I can't even like string together like a coherent criticism of it right now. Maybe, hopefully, by the end of it, by the conclusion, by the credits, I'll be able to come up with like something. Because right now I'm just like flabbergasted, frustrated. Let's get that statue.
They didn't know I could jump.
They didn't account for this.
I guess they assumed I would only come here with the vacuum.
It's the ways this game punishes players. This game doesn't
Especially
deserve...
player 2.
Yeah. It's just... okay, I think I know what I want to say. This game doesn't respect anyone's time. Any players, like... It has no respect for players, so why should anyone have any respect for this game? This game is, like, absolutely, like...
Hey, jump. Jump.
Oh, right.
Okay. This is... So, remember when I didn't jump in the other level? And you're like, hey, come on. Okay. I was standing under that thing. I hit jump probably about 7 times before it actually jumped. I guess that hurts.
I guess whatever I just walked into hurt, too. I was jumping, so I assumed that meant I was invincible, but because the game has no fucking rules... you can't count on fucking any consistency. Again, why would anyone bother, like, putting respect on this game, trying to say anything positive about it, when the game is so, like, violently, aggressively anti-player in everything it does? Like, it's cutesy. You have all these characters rooting for you and cheering for you, but, like, it comes across as a taunt. GB Aura X says it's a shame because the game is really charming. The game design was no. This isn't charming. No, I disagree with that notion. I don't think this game is charming at all. I think it pays lip service to really basic archetypes. I don't think the narrative makes a fucking lick of sense. I don't think any of these characters are likable. And I'm over the aesthetic now, too. Look at this fucking Invisible Man costume. That looks like dog shit. That looks like fucking hot dog shit. What's the weird proportion supposed to look like?
I actually like that design. Specifically this one. But I'm like a sucker for like wraps and coats and all that stuff.
But bad on this character face. Why are we why do we have these human faces? Why don't we just become the animals? Why don't we just become like the characters that like they're built around? The fact that they're mognifying these children's faces onto them is a net negative on all these designs.
Now who's the one without whimsy in the heart? 'Cause I remember episode 1 when I was already calling this a nightmare. And you were like, oh, where's your whimsy? Like, it's gone now, isn't it?
Tiger Camara says that's what I said in the start cast. Yeah, well, now I agree. Now I'm reading it. Now I'm coming around to that realization myself. So I can claim credit for it. No, this game is without any sort of charm to me. It's colorful, it's bright, and it's all in service of absolutely fucking nothing. It's absolutely fucking vacant. I wish I had read the book just to see if there's any substance. I know there's not. I know it's written like a shitty screenplay because it's not written by writers.
It has some charm in his character design.
No.
Wait. Let me finish. It has some charm in his character design. It has some charm in his music. But the gameplay wears you down so much, it saps any enjoyment you could get, or any appreciation you could have, rather, for those things, because you cannot separate it from the game that you're playing.
I just think this game is absolutely shallow, and I think all this, like, it's great that they
have some good pieces that they have put into like something bad. It's like
GBR is making the same point you're making, which is that if you make a badly designed game, it hurts everything else. I feel this is what you're feeling. No, I'm feeling like everything, all this surface level shit is shit. It's bright, it's colorful, and it's in service of nothing. It means nothing. None of these levels tie together consistently, thematically, stylistically. Okay, it's a bunch of disparate ideas.
That is what I'm saying. That like there are good components here that are put together in a very bad way. To the point where, like, it's impossible to really.
But none of it is fleshed out either, though. None of these characters, none of these nightmare worlds tie into the mentality of the fucking characters at all. They don't speak to their fears. They're just like vaguely aesthetic to it.
You know what we're doing right now? We're angrily agreeing with each other.
No, you're saying that like as standalone things. If you were to pluck out ideas from this game, that they would like stand on their own. I don't think a single idea in this game stands on its own.
I think if you were to put them in a better game, that they would stand out more. They'd be more easily appreciated.
But they would need to be fleshed out, and they're not.
Yes. And I think that there are some things, like some designs, some of the songs, that are just kind of on their own, like I think visually appealing, are good, but it's not cohesively put together in here.
And what's the fucking point to it, then?
Yeah, you were correct. There's no good point to it. I'm just saying is that, there is, in a complete vacuum, there are pieces of this, like, there's some of these designs that, like, if you saw them on DeviantArt, right? And you're like, here's this, little character I designed. You could be like, oh, that's charming. That's kind of cute, right? But, like, in this game, the experience of playing it is like, I fucking hate this. Fuck you, Jolt Tiger, that kind of stuff. And because it doesn't fit, also because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in this world, etc. Like, it's used poorly. It is competently done. They're competently done pieces.
I think what I'm trying to say, what you are not letting me, like, have here.
Yeah, go on.
That I think all these things are stylistically dog shit. I think you pull them out and they still suck on their own. I think every decision they made was the wrong one. I don't care. Like, great, they have a couple songs that are, like, passable. Cool. Anyone can, like, hire a composer and knows what the fuck they're doing. Does the music fit the worlds? No, of course not. Very rarely, if ever. I think these designs are subjectively shitty. I think this Invisible Man looks like dog shit. It'd be great if they had the mask on, but they couldn't even, like, get that part right. So it's a fail in execution on that count.
Yeah, if you had that like the wraps on, like they have out there, this would be like much better. Like without the wraps, it kind of loses.
But they had to make a conscious decision to remove that face, to make the kid face on there, which speaks to just how creatively fucking stupid these people are. It speaks to how bad the design was and how like untalented the designers were.
I get why. I get thematically why they're doing like with the kids' faces. It doesn't aesthetically come together. Especially when it's the kids.
Yeah, that's a fundamental issue.
Yes.
That speaks to the people that are creating these characters. You know, they may have accidentally lucked into like some decent like aesthetic notes in the design, but fundamentally they're bad designers.
I think our biggest disagreement is the subjective one of how good are some of these designs. And I do happen to like some of these designs, and you don't. That's fine. That's all subjective. I do agree with you though that it's in service of dog shit. Either way. And they're not used cohesively together.
I'm just like at the point now where I just like.
But you're also tilted at this game, and like understandably, I fucking hate this game too.
It's more than just that though. Like, I'm at the point where like having seen through it, I've convinced myself that, you know. Yeah, obviously, like, you know, an issue with this game is I didn't have the time to get cooked properly.
I actually canceled out the Balan.
Somehow.
I fell off while I was trying to go.
No, you were invisible. You were incorporeal while it happened, maybe.
No, I think it's because I fell off.
Yeah, maybe.
You have to stand here for...
Nope, it was the invisibility.
No, I walked into him when it started.
I'm just... It's frustrating because like if you gave this team another year to workshop these ideas, to fully execute on them, I'm convinced they'd still be fucking bad. I think this fundamentally so rotten that the core decisions they made and built their foundation off of, shit like the one button, shit like the dreamscapes that barely we're giving up on this. It's just they're hacks. They're just hacks. I don't think you could have given this team, this configuration of people, another year and $5 million more dollars, and that they would have made anything materially different. They would have just had like a glossier presentation on this. They would have had 160 costumes. Ooh, now we're really fucking cooking. I think they would have made the same fucking mistakes, but on a grander scale. That's the point I'm ultimately trying to make.
Ourselves.
I see you redeemed to say something nice.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Change the pace. It's okay.
Gale Pond says, for something made by industry veterans, it feels so incompetent. Like, there's the mistake, right? Like, you know, I'm not looking at the credits list for the game to see what every developer, every programmer, every, you know, like, what all their bona fides were. But, like, if you're saying that Yuji Naka and Naoto Oshima are, you know, industry veterans, you know, Naka didn't program the game. Naoto Oshima didn't, like, do the 3D rendering. They're ideas people at this point in their careers. They're producers and directors.
Oh, that magnetized me to you in a way that almost threw me off a cliff.
Maybe Naoto Oshima drew a few sketches, had a few ideas, some concept art for, like, you know, and maybe, like, approved and disapproved of certain decisions. Yuji Naka maybe supervised the programmers, gave them timetables, but he wasn't, like, probably, like, looking over their code and being like, I would change this. I would make the physics look like this. No, this is not a game made by industry veterans in that sense. I would assume that most of these people are, like, pretty fresh-faced people who got, like, tasked, you know, that Square Enix assigned, or Arzest. And I think Naoto Oshima's idea with Arzest was to, like, get fresh-faced people in there, give people, like, a chance, newcomers to the industry, to flex their creativity to some extent. And I think it was too much too soon for a lot of these people, is the impression that I get.
So I've been trying to think for this entire time, what could possibly be this guy's story based on the environment?
He's turning into a machine.
No?
I'm not touching anything, by the way. It's all you. I still can't think of a positive thing to say about this, by the way. It's not even like I got, like, tilted by the gameplay. I'm just looking at this, and I'm like, this is just such a fucking mess. It's not even the moment of, like, something that would happen in the game that made me, like, feel a certain way, that put me on this path. I think it really is just, I'm looking at this, it's disgusting to me. I think it's reprehensible that this game was allowed to get so far in its development, in the form and shape that it's in, with the completely bankrupt ideas it had about how a platformer should play. They committed to the worst possible idea. There was no one around to say no to anything, is like the impression that I get.
When it does that.
I hate this. Oh, let's just not move.
Close one. You'll get him next time. Come on, aim. Better luck next time.
Hey, look, there's a balance statue over there. You want to go get it?
Yeah, let's spend the next half hour trying to get that balance statue. An egg.
It's cool how fast this is, by the way. It's cool out there, and it's absolutely not wasting our fucking time here.
Well, let's wait till it comes to a full stop.
And if you had just walked off it, you would have fallen down the hole and had to do the whole fucking thing over again. Hey, fuck you, Arzest!
You know, every time we do one of these, once we go off the air, like, this is for the folks at home. Once we go off the air, like, usually the first thing I say to Cass is like, okay, we can finally stop pretending like we hate the game.
Yeah.
You know, the city usually hires people to do this. Unless the city hired him to do this, in which case... Oh, the Invisible Man. I get it.
Okay. Well, you wanted to wage a one-man war on littering?
What is the solution to this going to be? Just like everyone in the city starts caring about litter? Felt like that lingered on that frame just slightly too long. Oh, I know what I would want. It's none of these. Which one is it? This one, this one, this one. No keys. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Alright. Do whatever. Is he gonna hit his own? Yep. Would love to... You know what? I'd love to capitalize on that. Don't know how to do that from here.
I got the fucking power up. Cool. I'm literally like just looking at my phone at this point.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right. Let's respond to some messages. Doing.
You mind moving just a little bit to the left or something so that... Yeah, so next time the power-up spawns, I can get it? Okay, thank you. Yep, do the thing with the electricity. I would assume that's what I'm doing this for. No? Just waiting for... Okay.
You did something.
Okay. Oh, that's his weakness.
These boss fights fucking suck. Has there been a single good one of these?
Breakaway.
I don't remember which one that is.
No, break away from me.
Oh, I'm trying.
Thank you. Uh-oh. Well,
These would be
like, the electricity stops if I...
like these have like ideas, right? These fights, they're just, you know,
Right.
in the worst possible video game imaginable, so they're basically worthless.
Huh. Alright. No? Not good enough?
Plug it in.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll just wait. Goodbye.
Oh, thank God it spawned us back up here and didn't just
Yeah.
say, well, you found the platform.
Well,
That's a game. That's a, you're gonna have to start this fight over.
lost chance of that hit, though.
Wait.
Yep, and then spit it back at him.
It didn't let me.
Nope.
And then it did, and it didn't do anything.
Time to wait for this thing to happen. Alright, then I gotta jump out of here once that... And spit. Miss.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Whoever designed this fight should be like fucking banned from the industry. It's whoever designed the attacks and then the timing and the sequencing here is.
It really does not seem to make it far enough or do anything or... Wish I knew what power up like corresponded to
And you know, I'm just standing
whatever's
here.
going on with that.
Nothing's happening to me over here. I haven't taken
I'm
any
trying to-
damage.
Okay.
My character's so bored they're yawning. They're doing idle animations right now.
There we go. One more.
Oh, that was only hit 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep flashing. Yeah. Why not, right?
Hmm?
Yeah, just
Wait a
keep
minute.
switching.
Yeah, I forgot this is a strategy that works. You know, I'm not sure what I expected.
Grab it.
Alright. Not gonna particularly help, though, because this is gonna be the last hit.
Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. I want to die. Suck me up. Put me on a block. I don't give a shit.
And he fell off. Now we can finally see the end of the story that we've been invested in. Of
Right,
the man
yeah, that
who no
one.
one can see.
How do you fuck up a narrative so bad? How do you completely fuck up every element of storytelling?
So
in a
you
game
take
like
up the
this?
script.
Yeah, I guess that's step 1. How do you fuck up like basic placement of scenes and establishing stakes? Like, it takes a special level of talent to be that fucking bad at like script writing, at storytelling.
Hey, we found your Say Something Nice.
Yeah, there it is. We did it. We finally got it. They're so fucking bad. They found new and original and amazing ways to fuck up that, you know, are honestly worthy of, like, commendation. Yeah, no, it's incredible how bad we've reached new heights, new lows.
Ooh.
I want to piss on Yuji Naka's grave when he dies because of this game. I was thinking, what's the meanest thing I could say when that cutscene ends, when that musical number ends? One can too many.
I was right.
Smell my finger, old man.
I thought he was like, I'm making fun of your mustache. I don't have a mustache.
Sex science case. Did you see that sign in the background?
I missed it.
Someone screenshot that, someone. That's
Now, do you want me to do the final boss alone?
No. I'll get my head in the game. Pro Sugar 92 says, I don't want Yuji dead. I want him making a game about his experience in prison. He didn't go to prison.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in the epilogue.
I did whisper that into the microphone at one point. I said he should have gone to prison.
Yeah.
And you know what? Who knows? He might still go to prison. We'll get to that in the epilogue.
GB Aura X says, hopefully you two have a nice break after this game. Yeah, we're not going to play a platformer for a while, I can tell you that much.
What's our... Okay, I was trying to think, like, what's our Tuesday game again? It's an RPG.
Yes.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts. That one doesn't even have a number.
Yeah, no.
How are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to know that's the final boss door?
Yeah, no, they don't have any, like, you know, signposting or... Oh, Johnny Baghead at Bad Game Hall of Fame. I DM'd you a screenshot cast. I swear it does say sex science. Hold on. 2 seconds. I'm going to bring this up on stream.
All right.
Yeah, I'm absolutely right. I'm absolutely fucking spot on. I'm going to save this image real quick. Forgive me, I have to open up OBS for this. But... Okay. Image overlay.
I'm going to the Twitch stream.
In the bottom right corner there. I'll zoom in on it in a second.
Sex service. Sex sexy. Sex crazy. Curse.
God damn it, I lost it.
I'm not reading signs, but I'm definitely reading sex.
What is this supposed to fucking say?
I mean, it's supposed to be like fake made up letters.
But it's too close!
But it is too close to sex. Sex Skirlixel Kurg.
It's like an AI generated image. It's
Yes,
like,
yes, that is exactly what it looks like.
Well, I'm glad I noticed that. I'm glad I caught that one. So now this game can get recertified by the ESRB as AO, as adults only, and then no one has to play it ever again. No unsuspecting kid.
ProStriker says it's sex service casa, as in house. Alright, you ready to end this in one sense of the word?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
We're 10 Tims away from the third section of the Tower of Tims. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're right. That was worth it. This ladder to nowhere.
But we can get the third Tim trampoline if we just wait for another 1400. Where's that door? Over there? Why'd I get over? Where? Why'd I change? Okay, whatever. Sure, I wanted this to go on for another, like, 3 seconds longer. Time would take me to walk over there.
You gotta pick costumes, but hold on, before you do that, I gotta get my notes open here.
Yeah, I noticed that it lost focus.
But yes, we pick what costumes we want to take into the final fight. Because there are no costumes in the final fight, spoiler.
Oh, does that mean we could theoretically go through all of the costumes? And, like, have to grind?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so obviously I just need jump ones.
That'd be a good start. If they let me take stuff in, then I can, you know. How did we lose the chess pieces? Didn't I end the stage with them at some point?
I think you died a lot. Yeah, Invisible Man. Those are all ones that jump.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't jump, but
it attacks.
yeah. And that last one only attacks if we stand still, I think.
We'll play it by ear. We'll figure it out.
We're gonna have a being John Malkovich moment where we go into our own head.
Did you just slap us on the ass?
No!
No. Trust me as far as I can throw him.
That's not how my voice sounds. Who is this imposter?
I'm gonna mute for a minute. I'm gonna run real quick.
Okay.
I'm sure I won't miss anything important.
Might miss the boss fight starting. Oh, you remember how she doesn't want to take a bath? Everyone made fun of her for it. She finally realizes that she doesn't need to take baths. Everyone else has been brainwashed by big soap. Well, sure hope they tether cash to me quick.
Back just in time.
Alright. It flashed back to the start of the game where, like, our character was sad.
This double jump is taller than the ladder, by the way. I just wanted to confirm that. And it's a good time to be doing things just for the sake of, you know, further shitting on the game now we're in the last act, but... Oh, fuck off. I hit it.
Yep. Ooh.
Ooh!
Ooh, ah.
I think we're gonna have to hit these. Or get hit
Nope.
by them. Who needs jumping anyway? Alright, these. I'll get the ones on the left, you get the ones on the right.
Alright, that was the real one. Did he just moo?
I think he did. Alright, I'll keep running. Oh, wait, he's not actually targeting me. I don't actually matter. I can just stay in the corner here and it won't matter. There's also, notice how there's a spotlight on you and not on me?
Yes.
I don't factor into this. I'm not important. This is your story, not mine.
Yeah. Fuck.
Got it!
Good hit. please be a one-phase boss fight.
No chance in hell.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I feel right now. Sure, why not?
Yep.
Alright, let's figure something out.
Don't stand there.
Alright, you're on your own. Yeah, this seems a little extreme for this game. Definitely doesn't feel like it's earned this at all.
Okay, sure, cast Ultima. Oh, that was scripted.
Alright, fine, I'll just kill you. Yeah, you don't have any powers or anything now. Sure.
And they just all immediately get zapped by the laser and die. Alright, now do we turn into like a giant Final Fantasy boss and fight him?
Finally, you have abilities. We've unlocked all 4 buttons for you. Give them hell.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, don't lose them.
Okay, you get things too. Okay.
They didn't forget
I
about
don't remember
me.
what these do. Alright.
Yeah, that's a horrible idea. Here's power-ups you haven't used in fucking hours. Remember what they do now. We expect you to have like a photographic memory for all these fucking costumes and power-ups.
I really hope that there's not like a very power-specific thing needed. By the way, remember, if you want to be invincible, you can just switch constantly.
Fuck!
Well, now you can't.
Hit those, I guess.
I couldn't tell. Okay, new costumes, sure. 2 of them without jumps.
I have the key mouse! The day is saved, don't worry. I can unlock any fucking item chest. You need a key? I got you.
Fuck, I couldn't change in time. Oh, okay. Do that again? Shoot one of the ones with a mask again at me? No? Alright, give me more costumes. Maybe these will be
Maybe
useful.
one of these will be useful. Probably not. Oh, cool, I can ice skate. Finally, I can ice skate in this level.
Don't even remember what... Oh, okay. Close.
Now I can see invisible fucking blocks and stuff. Doesn't that help? Am I helping?
There's no... If I jump out there, there's no way I'm...
This doesn't make any
I don't
fucking sense.
I don't trust this game enough to jump out there and then expect to come back. Oh, wait. Hold on. I know what to do with this one. Come on. Bring it over. Alright. So it is power specific. They're giving you powers for very specific things.
They're giving
want
you
to
specific powers. You're giving me
Yes.
just whatever fucking random leftover powers they can think of.
Oh, right. This is the boss that, in the original version at least,
Gave seizures because
Yeah.
it had a
So-
bunch of flashing lights. Yeah.
Right. So, folks, it's supposed to be fixed, but, you know, viewer beware that there might be a lot of flashing lights in this part.
Oh, we went back to the first set, so now I just have the spider. Fuck me.
So So what am I supposed to attack with for this? Because I have the acrobat.
Maybe get on top of the hand.
That's not how that one works.
What a bad fight.
What is this one? Oh, this one is the one that works when it's dark. That's not helpful. Oh, okay, I can fly with it, but... Oh, yeah, it
Oh, I'm just
persists
gone.
Between...
Look, I'm just faded out. They gave up on me completely.
Alright, it's gonna shoot the things. Huh? Mm-hmm.
Can you not hit those back? Can you not? Oh, there you go.
That one I can hit. That flashing still, I still don't like that.
No, but it's not as bad as it once was.
Yeah. All right. So,
The Slime Generator says, "LML, I'm just remembering that this is what dudes on Twitter are harassing that lady over." Yeah.
yeah.
Over the fact that she pointed out the epilepsy warning in the pre-day one patch version of this game, the review copy.
What was I supposed to do to attack back there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is it just I have to jump out at the end here once those things are spinning around? Because so far it hasn't been that.
It's horrendous conveyance to the player as to what they need to do here. If it was a game that had fucking dialogue in it, or tooltips, or anything.
Okay. I gotta try it. Yep, that's what it was. I didn't trust it not to drop me straight down.
Yeah, why
you know
would you?
Times that
Why
has
would you
happened?
trust this game with anything? I wouldn't trust this game with a fucking paper napkin.
Right. Oh, this again.
Take the bullet for us, Balan.
Yep. Magita low on. Go on, do it. No? Got hit.
Just keep switching. Just keep switching.
Yeah.
Power through it.
Go. Go. Okay.
They want you to do something here. Presumably.
Coming for a kiss. Mwah.
Mwah.
Cool.
Wait. Oh. They did not make that clear enough. Quickly enough.
Oh, I see how they wanted me to do
yeah,
this.
Fuck that.
But nah.
Phase 3.
Now I'll use all 80 costumes at once. You have to get a hit with one hit with each costume, and if you fuck up, you gotta start over the level.
Fully aware of what I'm doing. Can't you
I'll
see?
drink up.
So that's the real Lance.
And the demons are coming to take him to hell now, where he belongs.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Huh.
I thought we were gonna redeem him or something.
Nope, no redemption in this world.
You see?
See, that's what happens when you don't have fucking writers.
I have no mercy and no forgiveness. And it's too bad whatever was depressing Lance was irredeemable, and we had to send him to the Shadow Realm. Anyway, anyone want to have a dance party?
Ay, ay, ay. At least we know it's over.
Boom, clap, boom.
I love this made-up language where they made up this language. They still couldn't find a way to make these things rhyme at all. You could literally use any words or language or like lyrics you want in this Nonsense War Beast, but they're still struggling to fit the parameter, the pentameter. Fucking horrible. It's really undercutting this big musical number that this song sucks.
Yeah, I don't know what they were I've mostly liked the music so far. I don't know what they were going for with this boom boom clap, ba-boom clap ass beat.
Johnny Baghead saying that Limbo the Lost had a better musical number ending. Yes.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that now. I heard Balan Boy.
That's me.
GBORX saying, remember, there's an English version of the song you're hearing right now. Don't worry. I have something on hand for that. Gale Pound saying this performance makes you feel nothing. I wish I could feel anything.
And that's how Stella got her groove back. No refunds.
You played for way more than 2 hours.
Ah, yes.
By the way, no subtitles, no translation for this in the game. Even in the 100% ending, you never get that translated. You have to buy the book to get the translation for this. What he's saying, the time to leave Wonderworld is here. Since you no longer need the Balan Theater, it will soon disappear. Perhaps you'll find it more if your heart ever again goes astray. Or perhaps not, who is to say? But with full certainty, this I can declare. It was a delight to have you, my friends, a joy beyond compare.
What did the farmer say?
Thank you.
Nikolai.
So you'd have to buy the book to understand what is being said in the final cutscene of the game. No 100% completion will illuminate that mystery for you.
Did they ever advertise the book? Because the only time I ever hear about the book is when people say like, "Hey, did you know that the story's in the book?"
No.
That hurt like a bit. I still talk like this, though.
There you go.
There's your sexy Tumblr man, Balan.
Slime Generator says, my introduction to Balan Wonderworld was seeing people mad about that reveal, the character reveal on Twitter. So over this entire series of streams, I've irreparably had the phrase "white Balan controversy" rotating in my head.
Do you think this was like a dream for them? They kind of don't remember it, and they just look at each other and say, "Who the fuck are you? Why am I here?"
It's a Rem Lazar moment. I think they do have full conscious memory of the whole thing.
Okay.
And they'll have bonded together because of it.
You know, if we want like dream logic, dreamscape, all this like fantasy escapism and stuff, I think I'd rather go watch Rem Lazar.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go watch Rem Lazar?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what a bitch. She sucks.
We've decided. It's okay if you don't want to take a bath. Fuck it. We're done having this fight. Happy birthday!
So this stupid idiot forgot it was her birthday and thought everyone was just ignoring her and couldn't put two and two together.
Also, gems start coming out of her eyes. The curse has been passed on.
Magic Mouse points out that Cass, you always forget your own birthday. That's true. Yeah, that's fair.
Do we? Okay, we would have to play the game, I guess, as the boy, as player 1 to see.
Yeah, that's all right.
Ending to his story.
The thing is, he has a dance party. That's his ending. Oh, there's the villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it's fucking time for is it's time for the victory screen.
All right. Folks, are you ready for Cass to complain for 10 minutes?
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
I'll drink
Can't
up
you
first.
See?
Okay. Here goes. Truly wretched. Let's just say that. Let's just get that out the way right away. Just a horrible game that I could not recommend to anyone. I understand the point you made about people should play bad games. Don't play this one. This is just truly abhorrent to me. And not just in the sense that it's like, barely complete, that it's poorly designed. It's just the fundamentals are so fucking rotten in this game. And it just speaks to a lack of real care or effort or even knowledge of what works in a platformer from the people making this game. It is truly baffling just how far off the mark this entire product is. The one button thing has to be. I can't think of any worse design conceit in the modern era. I cannot think of a more fundamentally rotten, stupid idea that a game developer has decided to go all in on. And, on paper, the idea of it making it more accessible to people who struggle with the conventional controls, it doesn't help them. You still need R and B, L and R to switch the costumes, by the way. You still need to press start to pause the game. You still need to use both analog sticks in conjunction with one another to move the camera around. So, where did that get us? It was a stupid idea, as I said. One of the dumbest of all time, from a collection of morons who have so lost the plot by this point in their careers. Whether they were fresh faces who were just going along with what Naka and Oshima were saying, or whether they were industry vets that they wanted to stand out for the sake of standing out. No matter how you get to that conclusion, it's the wrong conclusion. And everyone involved in endorsing that idea who didn't speak up against that idea should be ashamed of themselves. Like, honestly, for no one to recognize just how this would completely ruin and undermine the entire project is just a fuck-up of monumental proportions. The complete lack of cohesion in the plot being what it is, the complete lack of any consistency or narrative through line, the muddled morals, the muddled messages between every plot, the fact that they, completely fucked up the structure of storytelling by putting those character introduction scenes at the end, right before the boss fights. It just speaks to a complete inability to understand the very basics, or some completely worthless rejection of norms for the sake of rejecting norms, which is what this game really feels like. I think that's the point I want to hone in on, is that this game made every decision. I said that every decision made is the wrong one, for sure. But I think a part of that, or a reason for that, is they wanted this game to stand out, right? Obviously, to some extent. And so I feel like they were playing as fucking contrarians past a certain point. They're like, oh, other games have used all the buttons of the controller, we'll use just one. Other games tell their stories in some sort of fucking order, we're gonna show them. It feels like a game made to buck every trend, but without any good reason for doing so, without any purpose or sense of accomplishment for having done that. Any sort of
made to annoy you specifically.
Made to annoy me specifically, someone who cares about structure and things. And ultimately, the end result of that is it is a game that is actively hostile to the player at every turn. A game that you go into with expectations of how to play a video game, some idea in your mind of the basics, And at every turn, you are told, no, you were wrong for thinking that. You were wrong for playing this the way you would play any other video game. This is Balan's world. We're just living in it. And finally, we are done with it. Finally, we can escape from this hell world. Complete piece of fucking garbage. Bankrupt in every way that matters. 0 out of 5. Whatever charms it may have had are completely gone. Whatever creative ideas here came here to die. Worst game we've played on stream so far. How do you feel about it?
Oh, I feel like every second was an adventure.
Well, very good.
This, I don't know if this is the worst game we played on. Can you get that word out? I don't know if this is the worst game we played on stream, but this is one of the least fun games I've played, period. Not counting games that aren't meant to be fun. Like, this is one of the least fun games I played. This was awful through and through. Especially as a co-op experience.
Yeah.
On both sides. On both sides of the co-op experience. This was a terrible co-op experience. It really just shouldn't have been included. I understand why they included it. I think I get the thought process, and they shouldn't have, because it's implemented so badly. Yeah, do what you want to do.
I'm working in the background. Please keep going.
Yeah. I still think people should, if they have the opportunity to play this, to try it. Don't buy this game. I would say that. That's why I say if you have the opportunity to play it, if you on a Steam family share, at someone's house and they have it and they haven't thrown it out, because you gotta touch the hot stove at least once to understand why you shouldn't touch the hot stove, to really drill it in, like, oh, that's why. But this was, I can't call this one of the worst games I've ever played, necessarily, because I'm sure I could think of worse. But this was a miserable game.
So I've loaded a save file.
Yeah.
If you had, please finish your thoughts if you had any.
I mean, like everything you said, I agree with. Like, it was a bad idea. They need more than one button. That didn't help anything, and they failed at making it accessible that way, because it becomes so much more frustrating and inaccessible. And you said, like, it feels like contrarian in a lot of ways. Like, yeah, it is eschewing so many.
Look at us, we're different.
Yeah, and it just eschews so many, like, basics of game design that we have learned over the past 40 years. Just to be like, what if we didn't? And, I feel like they should have been able to, behind the scenes stuff, I don't know, but the people working on this had to have seen this and go like, no, this doesn't really work, does it?
You would hope someone said something at some point, and then was roundly shut down by Yuji Naka, who was insistent on their vision, on their horrible, horrible vision for this game.
Yeah, I'm sure, like, it's a situation where, like, the train was going 200 miles an hour and approaching the station, and they couldn't pull the brakes, or the conductor was out of his mind and refused to pull the brakes.
By the way, counter's gone. We hit the 24,000, and now we will not count anything, so it is just, the tower's finished. We can't look all the way up to see the weird clock thing that we unlocked in its entirety. And again, just worthless. Just absolutely worthless, no reward.
But look at that huge-ass Tim there.
Yeah, this is what happens if you feed enough rainbow gems to that one statue. You get this guy here. And if I were to interact with him, check this out. He ate all my rainbow gems that I had. Look where we're going. We're going to get the Balan costume. I promised y'all we would I had the save file courtesy of GB Aura X, and I did not disappoint. We got it working. We got it loaded. There's no Balan costume up here. This is where it's supposed to be. It's not here.
Do we know why?
Yes, I know why. But if you thought, oh, I collected enough rainbow gems, I'll go up, I'll get a second Balan costume. Remember, you can only have one at a time, and there's no refunds on those gems.
Oh.
So those 5 rainbow gems, which may have taken legitimate hours to grind out, to obtain, you just flush them down the fucking toilet. For absolutely zero reward, absolutely zero anything, because you made the mistake of thinking like, oh, surely I can stack this costume up, right? Joke's on you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Everyone who worked on this game. No Act 3 there. So I guess not every chapter has an Act 3. I think some of them do. Or I assumed. Or was this not a completed game save file? I can't remember. I thought I saw the 3rd act stuff when I was demoing with this earlier.
GBR?
It's fine. I can always switch back to that. Well, but the real reason I wanted to show off this save anyway.
Okay, yeah. They say my save did not beat the final boss, so
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We can switch back to my save if I want to show off. I don't actually want to show off any 3rd stage, mind you. There's exactly one thing I want to show off.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Fuck it. Whatever. This is clearly not the best place for it. Let's go back to level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just for the Balan costume showcase. I got my wires crossed because my brain is so fucking burnt by this fucking horrible game that we've endured. Okay.
Stream snack update. I finally opened up this chocolate chip chewy granola bar. Surprisingly bland. Bland, but also too sweet at the same time.
Okay.
But I guess let's say it just tastes like sugar.
Balan. Press A to jump up way high, and hold A to soar through the skies. Here's the Steam launcher. This is the demo launcher. There's 4 different versions depending on what platform you got the game for. Show that off. And then, I don't know. Where's the one that says gotta go fast? One of these, right? For times when you really gotta go fast. Hey, we're Balan over here. And oh, God. Yeah, I hate the way that looks. Again, fucking horrible, stupid idea to put the kids' faces on all these characters.
Well, at least I have cool jumping powers. Oh, God, the voice is part of the package?
Hey, check it out. I'm flying
you
here.
Pulsing. Like, whoop, whoop,
It means I
whoop,
can't
whoop,
jump
whoop.
anymore. Except I could. I had one more in me. But yeah, so, I guess the idea here is that with this costume, you can kind of just break the levels. Right? So if you're going back for trophies, like, you would get this, right? And then you'd be like, and now I'm going to use this to get all the trophies I couldn't find. Or whatever the case may be. Oh, okay, I guess it's fake. Not real. Why would it be? And what is this one? Right, this is the launcher. You can jump, you can move. When you stand still, it shoots something forward. This makes it less useful than any of the other shooting ones that have spread shot on them. I guess it might be more useful because you can actually choose which direction it's aiming in, so that's something, that's a plus. This is one that goes fast, I think. Yeah. And let's see, let's want to see what happens, right? Because you notice that Balan doesn't have any attacks.
I mean, he can jump. That's his attack.
Yes, that's an attack.
All right, goodbye.
Now, guess what? If I want to get that Balan costume back, that'd be hours of work to get that back. So that's pretty cool, I think. Wait, isn't this where the stage is supposed to end? Oh, right, yeah, because we don't need to do the trees anymore.
Yeah.
Now we just need to do this.
The thing.
Did we skip directly to the boss? Is that what this is, or is this the exit?
Yeah.
Carl Over says you only get one? Yeah. I don't actually want to play the boss. I don't actually want to play this game ever again, as it turns out. I don't want to go back in to see the stage, the third acts or third stages or whatever. Just active punishment for anyone who would dare to play this game, who would dare to invest the hours into figuring out whatever, and I don't respect it at all. I don't respect anyone who worked on it. But I have one more thing I will show here. In case anyone wondered, what does 100% completion get you in this game? What happens if you unlock every trophy, every last damn one, and do it across all the 3 acts in every chapter? You do every Balan bout successfully? What does that get me? It gets you an improved dance number at the end. Sharky, you ready on your end? Do it up on your end? All right.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, fuck it. By the way, I manually laid the subtitles over this video. Oh, no music there. I have to unmute that channel. All right, let's try that again.
All right.
3, 2, 1, fuck it. I had to redraw all these subtitles. Because there's no video that has this 100% ending and the subtitles together.
Braver than any soldier.
Yeah. This is what the song's supposed to sound like. With lyrics that actually rhyme and fit some sort of, like, you know, structure, fit syllables. And you see Balan's unmasked, too, during this, which is... Go, white boy, go.
Yeah, I know. Same. Plus so. It's also the song from that Mark Echo game.
Yeah. My favorite lines coming up. Don't worry about that. Too late.
Too late for that.
By the way, do you get it? Balan, Lance, balance.
That's me.
And I will say, to get back to that say something nice that I didn't really give an answer to, something about this dance number, with actual lyrics, lame as they may be, this almost works. Of course, the fact you have to hear it in Balinese first completely ruins that, undercuts that.
It's still no King of Limbo.
Yeah, what is? And there you go. That was Balan Wonderworld. But there is a third chapter. There is a third act to this.
Yeah, you unlock the third act in every level, and we're going to go through them all.
Before, not... you will find me 6 feet dead in the fucking ground before I launch this game again.
Okay.
It's slideshow time. So, where we last left off, in the first episode, the beginning of the first episode, we had talked about the process building up to the game's release. Balan Wonderworld launched on March 26, 2021. The embargo is lifted, and as reviews begin to release, they're not great. Tom Marks for IGN gave it a 4 out of 10, noting that Balan Wonderworld reminds me of some of the other platformers I played as a child, but not in a good way. It feels like a small subset of games that I enjoyed in the 90s, like Gex Enter the Gecko or Bubsy, only to realize they were actually pretty bad once I grew out of my young naivete and looked back with more informed eyes. But both our options and our standards have increased dramatically since the days of the Nintendo 64, so even viewed with nostalgic eyes, Balan Wonderworld is less a throwback to a bygone era and more a derivative reminder of memories best left forgotten. David Wildgoose for GameSpot gave the game a 5 out of 10. Well, that's a point higher. Maybe it'll be a little bit nicer. The clumsy controls and character movement are the most persistent problem. There's a weird dissonance in the way it feels like you're moving too slowly, while the choppiness of the simplistic animation gives the illusion of moving too quickly. Your character will float slightly above the ground even when standing on a flat surface. Jumping and judging distance feels sloppy and imprecise, mostly thanks to a stickiness of movement, but also because from time to time the useful ground shadows cast by yourself and other objects will simply disappear. To put it kindly, mistiming or failing to land a jump doesn't always feel like it's your own fault. So they had some technical issues in their run, to be sure. The lowest review from a site that, it actually matters, that actually counts, that isn't just like, Joe Bob's Game Reviews, is Josh Wise for Video Gamer, who gave the game a 2 out of 10. Balan Wonderworld is the new game from Yuji Naka, not that you would know that at a glance. It looks like an old game from Yuji Naka. Check out the character designs by his longtime collaborator Naoto Oshima, noodle-limbed and tuned bright with jumbo hands and feet and a hero with a shock of backbrush spikes. It is as if Naka, who created no less a figure than Sonic the Hedgehog in 1991, was still stalled there, in the evergreen hill zone of the past, tapping his foot in frustration. That chunkified style worked for Sonic with his legs plugged into futuristic trainers and his finger wagging. Here, it just seems off. The protagonists, Leo Craig and Emma Cole, look as though they have been molded from clumps of cut-price CGI, and the story lumbers queasily around them, never falling into focus. If only Naka, staying true to form, had given the whole thing a dose of high speed. His work holds together only when it hurtles past our eyes, growing vivid with velocity. And that pretty much says the tone. This game currently sits at a 51 on Metacritic for the PS5 release. I think the Switch version has a 38 because of technical hiccups that made it even worse on that platform. But generally speaking, game for no one. No one responded to this critically, and no one bought it in terms of consumers either. Cartridge Games, a Twitter account that apparently has insider information, retweeted or tweeted out at a point on April 1st, 2021. It was not an April Fool's joke. Other sites ran with this story and it seemed to confirm it later on the line. That Balan Wonderworld debuted with selling under 2,100 copies in Japan and completely missed the top 30 top sellers list in its first week at retail. That is shockingly bad. That is Armageddon bad. That is some of the most pathetic numbers that have ever been rendered for a game to come out in that country. Japan doesn't always hit 1 million sales on every game, obviously. They, just given the population and the percentage of people play games. And so, you'll see things that hit the top 40 with, top 30 or top 40 with, maybe 20,000 sales. Or, somewhere in that neighborhood. To do 2,000 sales, you could not fucking fling these out of a moving car at people and have them, pick them up to take them home out of curiosity. This game was so roundly rejected, and we understand why now. GameReactor.eu for their part. Here's a link that goes over some of the UK numbers. They would similarly report on Balan's lackluster sales in the UK, where it failed to break their top 40 sellers list. It should be noted, by the way, across both these releases, that for historical record, Balan Wonderworld shared an unfortunate competitive release date against Monster Hunter Rise, which may well contribute to the underwhelming sales somewhat, but which surely fails to tell the whole story here. The simple fact of the matter is, there was an underwhelming demo release that came out for Balan Wonderworld that people may or may not have played, and the critical reception kept savvy consumers at bay, and ultimately, Yuji Naka and Naoto Oshima aren't names that fucking matter to most consumers. They really wanted to market it off the back of these two people that only the most hardcore of the hardcore are gonna fucking know. It's mind-boggling that they thought that just the involvement of these two icons would be enough to sell the game. That their attachment, it was never gonna be enough to propel it into a top seller spot. And the grade of consumers who would take interest in a project from these two people was going to be clued enough to like wait for word on how the game turned out before putting any money down on it. You're catering to the most hardcore of the hardcore while also making a game that's single button and accessible to everyone. This complete fucking failure of marketing and design and counting on people knowing these names. And then there's like these, which were really deep cut, honestly. Like, you know, I didn't remember Naoto Oshima being involved with Saga. I couldn't pick him out by name before this playthrough. And so the people who are like doing that reading are gonna read fucking reviews and see if the game's a bomb. So again, just a game for no one that was marketed horribly and that failed, rightfully so, in the markets. The game was very quickly, steeply discounted. April 29, 2021, that's about a month out from release, already dropping the price by 33%. That is a horrible sign. You see that and you know that heads are fucking rolling, that executives are jumping out the fucking windows to authorize a sale of that magnitude a month out from release. This is almost unprecedented. Except in the case of some of the biggest like failures of all time, which Balan Wonderworld might fucking well be. Yuji Naka, for his part, would take to Twitter in June of 2021 and make an announcement that he had resigned from his position at Square Enix for reasons he could, quote, not disclose at that time. And furthermore, he was planning to retire from the games industry as a whole. To quote him, to quote his post, translated, "As I have received inquiries from the media and users, I have decided to retire from Square Enix at the end of April 2021. I cannot tell you the reason now, but I hope to be able to tell you when the time comes. As for my future activities, I am already 55 years old, so I may retire." This photo was taken during an interview for Sega Hardware Historia, this photo here. Within a couple months of that, of him announcing his retirement from the industry, he announced he was becoming an indie game developer. He developed a... IGN reposted, translated another tweet of his where he said, "I've recently started learning how to program again. I'm working on a simple game for smartphones with Unity. I'm making it by myself, so it's not much, but I'm enjoying programming it. I hope you'll be able to play it with the app when it's available." This game ends up being called Shot 2048. It's like some shuffleball dice rolling thing. I didn't play it. You can see a page for it on the iPropay.com website. Remembering that Yuji Naka is still the only employee of Propay, of the studio he founded earlier. And you can check the store page for it there. You can see it on the App Store or wherever else. I mean, good for him that he put a game out. He committed to developing a game on his own, and he released it. And that's great for him. So clearly, like, this is where his passion lies. Clearly he's moved on for the AAA industry at this point. No sour grapes. He's just moving on with his life. I'm just fucking with you. Here is the funniest thing that could have possibly happened in this story, and that is Yuji Naka becoming the messiest bitch who ever fucking lived and writing an incendiary multi-tweet thread shit-talking everyone he worked with during his time at Square Enix. This is one of the most incredible developer rants that has ever been collected, posted, quoted anywhere. And Yuji Naka comes across as the most unlikable, petty fucking loser of all time. This is the most reputation-destroying thread I think I've ever seen. We talk about him like, the legal stuff he faced, but I think this thread is legitimately one of the most telling and fucking embarrassing things that anyone with a modicum of, like, self-reflection would have not posted. And I'm gonna read it all for you here. More or less. I omitted a couple paragraphs. I'm gonna drink up before I do this, too. "I filed a lawsuit against Square Enix after I was removed as director of Balan Wonderworld roughly 6 months before release. Now the court case is over, and the removal order is no longer in effect. I have some things that I'd like to say. I think Square Enix is no good. They don't care about games or fans. According to court documents, I was removed as director from Balan Wonderworld for 2 reasons. This decision was made by the producer, publicist, sound director, the head of the company board, and the human resources department. One reason is that a pianist YouTuber is going to perform songs from the game and publish a sheet music arrangement as part of the game's promotion. I thought it strange that we would only release an arrangement of the game's music, and furthermore use a ghostwriter to produce that arrangement. I got into trouble for arguing that we release the original score as if they were going to release a fucking soundtrack album, you fucking idiot! Another is that, according to court documents, my relationship with Arzest had been damaged because of comments I made about them submitting the game without fixing issues uncovered during development, as well as comments I made with the aim of improving the game itself. The producer, Mr. Fujimoto, told Mr. Oshima about those comments. Another point, in an email to Mr. Fujimoto, Mr. Oshima wrote, I just gathered the staff and told them about postponing the demo version. I told them this decision was made by Mr. Fujimoto. Let's do our best for his sake. They clapped and cheered when I told him. This was a little unexpected, and I was very moved. Recently, staff who have been seeming down have been revitalized. Thank you so much. We'll all do our best. That's him quoting Mr. Oshima, apparently, in his email. That who knows how he had fucking access to it. However, please.
You know a story is bullshit.
When it says everyone clapped.
Yeah.
So, Naka continues, however, the producer decides the schedule, not me. The producer decided on that tight schedule. Something strange about that, right? I believe that games should be made by working hard until the very end, until it's a good game that the team thinks their fans enjoy when they buy it. I think it's strange to remove and totally exclude a director who's had input on the game, and to do it without discussion because there isn't time. By forbidding, retweeting, liking, etc. on social media, I think Square Enix is doing their fans a disservice. There were so many comments and fantastic illustrations of Balan Wonderworld, and I'm really sorry that I couldn't do anything to recognize them. For my part, I would like to offer my sincere apologies to those customers who bought the unfinished Balan Wonderworld. Henceforth, I believe I will be able to respond to mentions and tags as an individual. I think it's natural to request changes that will make a game better. If you can't do that, I think it's fine to at least discuss it, but even that seems impossible. I don't think this allows us to do a game justice. 2 weeks before the final deadline for Sonic the Hedgehog, a game I worked on, remember? We changed the specs such that if Sonic had even a single ring, he can't die. This famous mechanic came as a result of us working to improve the game up until the last minute. And I think that people are still enjoying this game around the world to this day. Hashtag Sonic the Hedgehog. I think it's strange to say that developers can't work until the last minute to make their game better. I asked my lawyer to help me negotiate the ability to simply make comments on the game until the end of development, but this was totally ignored, so I filed a lawsuit. I think this matter has become so big because of the results and recognition that Balan Wonderworld gained. It is such a shame that a project that I had worked on from the beginning has come to this. Personally, I think it's a real shame that an unfinished Balan Wonderworld has been sent out into the world. I wanted to release it properly, as a carefully made action game. I don't think that Square Enix or Arzest are companies that care about games or fans. Quote, Yuji Naka. So that was a whole lot of fucking blame shifting. That was a whole lot of fucking nothing. That was a whole bunch of unfounded, unverifiable claims that make him look great, conveniently enough. That seem to, make him look like the hero in all this, the single person that could have fixed this game, right? So probably most of that is bullshit. And even if it's not, he's still clearly one of those petty people on the face of the planet who thought that he could have single-handedly fixed this if only people had listened to him, that the issues with the game weren't fundamental and structural, that the issues only exist because he wasn't around to finish them, rather than, issues that were born from his rotten fucking ideas. But, that's Yuji Naka's opinion on how things went down. That's how he sees history, through his distorted lens. So you may be wondering how Square Enix would respond to something like that. Say something nice about Yuji Naka. He has kids. I like to think he treats his kids well. Then again, who's to say? Who knows? So you may be wondering how Square Enix dealt with this. Dealt with the fact that one of their former hires went on a complete fucking tirade and called them haters of their fans or games. We have reporting here from a May 13th, 2022 earnings call that Square Enix representatives were holding. Bloomberg's Takahashi Mochizuki here and this was captured and posted in an IGN article here, which goes on to explain how Square Enix responded to the whole Yuji Naka debacle unfolding. The game was brought up in a Q&A session during a company earnings briefing, during which an investor asked about ex-director Yuji Naka's lawsuit against the company, seemingly brought after its dismissal from the project. Square Enix confirmed that Naka had a lawsuit case with the company, but wouldn't give any further details about it. However, according to Bloomberg's Takahashi Mochizuki, Square Enix also commented on Balan Wonderworld itself, saying, "It is a game that we recommend with confidence." As if they're going to say anything else, right? I think Yuji Naka really wanted to drag these people into the dirt with him. I think he really wanted to drag Square Enix executives and Naoto Oshima into the mud and have like a mud fight. But like, this dude doesn't know how businesses work and how executives who are like actually mature like deal with issues. Of course, they're just gonna say like, it's a game we recommend. Yeah, it's still a SKU on a shelf. People might buy it. We can't just say like, no, it sucks. Yeah, Yuji Naka was absolutely right to shit on it.
As for Balan Wonderworld, oh, shucks, guys. We made a bad one. I'm sorry.
We made an oopsie. So it's
that would be refreshing to hear from like Activision or something like regarding the new Call of Duty. Yeah, we fucked this one up.
Yeah,
sorry.
we're sorry.
Wait till next year.
Oopsie doodles. Here's Michael Jackson, Sonic the Hedgehog. No reason I saw the funny. No, because Yuji Naka at this point has completely lost the plot. They do another really funny thing on June 23rd, 2022, by suddenly and inexplicably, for no real reason, confirming the involvement of Michael Jackson in Sonic 3 soundtrack, which confirms a decades-old rumor that had persisted. Vulture did a write-up where they linked to an article by the Huffington Post, which I'm linking both of these, but these are some articles that get into the whole history of the Michael Jackson involvement with Sonic the Hedgehog. For years, rumors have long eddied around the internet that Michael Jackson, the king of pop himself, composed music for the classic Sega Genesis game Sonic the Hedgehog 3. According to a wonderful expose in the Huffington Post, Jackson composed a wide variety of music, including a lot of beatboxing and writing legitimate high-profile songs. Sega maintains it never worked with Jackson on Sonic 3 and is not in the position to respond to questions about allegations to the contrary. We have nothing to comment on the case, the company said. And so that was like where the story stood for years, for decades even, until Yuji Naka takes to Twitter and posts just apropos of absolutely nothing, basically, that, yeah, no, it was Michael Jackson, yeah. Yuji Naka seems to have confirmed, this is from an IGN article, and I know I'm just coming fast and furious with the links here. Yuji Naka seems to have confirmed that Michael Jackson did indeed work on the original Sonic the Hedgehog 3 soundtrack, which could explain why it is no longer used in new re-releases of the game. On Twitter, Yuji Naka reacted to the fact that Sonic 3 soundtrack in the Sonic Origins collection was changed. He then followed up with, "Oh my god, the music for Sonic 3 is changed, even though Sega officially uses Michael Jackson's music." Naga then further, they misspelled Naka as Naga here, then further clarifies that he's referring to a Sega TikTok video where the company is using the Stars song to celebrate Sonic's 31st birthday. However, this doesn't seem to negate his previous implication about Sonic 3's soundtrack. Yuji Naka then had to come out a day later to issue this update. Yuji Naka has somewhat walked back his assertions that Michael Jackson is somehow involved with the music in Sonic 3, despite long-held rumors and a seeming confirmation that Jackson is at least somewhat involved in the confusing saga of Sonic 3 soundtrack. Naka clarified that his tweets were misunderstood. I feel like I'm being misunderstood a lot, probably because I don't speak English and I'm using a translation tool. Sorry. So the translation tool just accidentally wrote, Michael Jackson made the music for Sonic 3. I did a little oopsie doodle again. This is like one of those things that accidentally happens when you're using text to translation, I guess, that it inserts names and confirms facts.
I mean, people are using ChatGPT now to do translations, so who
perhaps
knows? I'm surprised it didn't say like Hulk Hogan made the music for Sonic 3.
I just want to say that, for as much as it's an open secret, as much as it is just like well known that Michael Jackson, he did in fact do like contribute in some way to the soundtrack and all that, when a company doesn't comment on a thing like that, it's usually for a reason, right? They're usually they're usually pretty stuck to their guns on that sort of thing. And for Yuji Naka to come out and like do this and get in this hot water, this is more disastrous a headline than people may have possibly imagined. I would contend that this is probably blacklisted Yuji Naka from Sega for the rest of the fucking time. Like, this is serious business. Like, we joke about it, and we you know, like, again, like the fact that everyone knows, but, you know, we have to like sort of wink and like dance around it. But for someone to like dodge the company responsibility and to just come out and say it, that's like a fireable offense. And granted, he wasn't working for Sega at the time, but I don't think it worked for them ever again, unlike some people who have left the company and been welcomed back. But we'll get to that when we get to that one. Perhaps one of the most reprehensible things that Yuji Naka did in this time, one of the most just out-and-out vile things he did, was celebrating the 26th anniversary of Nights into Dreams. But this image looks a little strange. This was an image from 26 years ago. There's like a black cloak in the front.
Yeah, they made Nights was worked on in association with the sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, there we go. On July 5th, 2022, Yuji Naka attempts to erase Naoto Oshima from history by lazily scribbling him out of a photo posted to commemorate Nights in the Dreams 26th anniversary. He tried to pull a fucking Stalin and airbrush some dude out of a fucking picture. Bear in mind, a guy who's in the front row, who was like the creative director of the fucking game, and just pretend that he wasn't there, and post this photo, and just like, ay. Nintendo Life reported on this story and had the note here that things are seemingly not well in the Balan Wonderworld world, as seemingly ousted creator Yuji Naka has taken to Twitter with a rather passive-aggressive way of showing his displeasure. Naka posted a photo of the Knights team in celebration of the game's 26th anniversary, showing the original team who made the game with one conspicuous absence, Naoto Oshima, the creator of Sonic and Naka's co-worker, who was the character designer on Balan Wonderworld and the vice president of Arzest, who co-developed Balan Wonderworld, to quote fucking Yuji Naka's series of tweets that he posted after posting this photo, where people were like saying like, what the fuck, dude? Here's how Yuji Naka responded. Very maturely, I'm sure. How would you feel if you were suddenly removed from a game that you had worked hard on for over 2 years, and when you went to court, you found that they had been talking about me behind my back in court documents, and that is why I was removed from the game? Game creators create games with care for the people who play them. Don't you think that people and companies that cannot take good care of games are no good? Instead of talking behind my back, don't you think you should have sell them directly before removing them? Or tell them directly before removing them even? What would you do if you were to be ill for a long time and unable to do anything because of it? And how would you feel if you were the director of an unfinished game and it was heavily criticized? Yeah, it all makes sense. Yeah, no, actually, it's cool for him to erase a dude from history for that. It's actually cool and awesome that he erased like a coworker that he had known for 30 years over perceived slights and paranoia. I think it's actually awesome, and clearly Yuji Naka is doing very well at this point. Speaking of posting through it, the time has finally come where Yuji Naka gets rocked by back-to-back arrests related to insider trading charges. You've all been waiting for this. Here goes the details, courtesy of Kotaku reporting, which had the best summaries on these stories. This is from his first arrest. Over the past 24 hours, a number of people in Japan, including a Square Enix employee, have been arrested on insider trading charges related to a Dragon Quest game announcement. Legendary Sega designer Yuji Naka is reportedly among them. The scandal centers around a studio called Aiming, which in 2020 was announced as the developer of a new Dragon Quest game called Tact. Last night, it was first alleged that 38-year-old Square Enix employee Taisuke Sasaki, who had worked on Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts games, knew of the deal before it was publicly announced, and along with a friend, purchased a ton of shares in Aiming, hoping to profit when the share price presumably went up. Naka, 57, who was credited as one of the main creators of Sonic the Hedgehog, and who has also worked on everything from Nights into Dreams to Phantasy Star, has since been arrested on similar charges. According to this FNN report, Naka is accused of also knowing about the Aiming deal before it was public news and taking the opportunity to purchase 10,000 shares in the company. While most famous for his work with Sega, Naka had recently teamed up with Square Enix on the ill-fated 3D platformer Balan Wonderworld. He parted ways with the company in April 2021. These allegations stem from 2020, when he was still working with the publisher. Naka was arrested by the Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office, which is a continuous investigation. Naka is alleged to have purchased 10,000 shares worth 2.8 million yen, or around $20,000 USD. Authorities have yet to disclose whether any of the three men arrested so far still owed those shares, or whether they had been sold off for profit prior to the investigation. And then the second punch comes a month later. A month later, Naka was arrested a second time for reportedly buying stock in a company that was set to work on a Final Fantasy spin-off. Yesterday, Tokyo prosecutors formally charged Yuji Naka for inside trading roughly $1 million USD worth of Final Fantasy stock. According to NHK, the Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office determined that Naka had been making a profit on insider trading. For the uninitiated, insider trading is when someone with non-public knowledge of a company is able to use that information to trade stock in an advantage. Doing so is illegal in Japan. So Naka ran afoul of the law when he purchased the shares in A-Team before the studio had announced it would be developing the mobile game Final Fantasy VII: The First Soldier, a battle royale that was exclusively released for mobile devices. Though the game was announced in 2021, Naka was arrested on December 7th of this year. If the two made a profit off the A-Team stock, it was presumably before The First Soldier was canceled less than a year after its launch. Square Enix had clearly been hoping to capitalize on the popularity of Fortnite and other battle royales. Instead, First Soldier suffered severe performance issues and was exclusively available on mobile. So, in case you're wondering why and what he did, there's the why and what. Which leads us to the court system, and to Yuji Naka's fucking incredible excuse for how this happened. On April 25th, 2023, Naka attempted to dodge blame in sentencing by blaming his access to the private information on a, quote, secretarial mistake. Credit to Gosokyu on Twitter, who was the first to translate a video posted by TV Tokyo Biz, which I'm linking here, which was like a 58-second update from the courtroom, where they had reporters in the courtroom who came out and documented and reported on this. And then here's a quote from a Time Extension article, which summates the details as I've just laid them out. The case went before the Tokyo District Court in March 2020, with Naka standing accused of acquiring stock in Japanese developers aiming an A-Team before it was publicly announced that both studios were working on projects for his then-employer Square Enix. In the first trial on March 2nd, Naka admitted to the charges, but in a recent update, it appears he is now trying to pin at least some of the blame on a secretarial mistake. It would seem that Naka's defense is that the stock purchase wasn't premeditated, and that him seeing information he shouldn't have had access to led him to his eventual course of action. A flimsy argument, one might suggest, but as some have said, this may well be Naka's only option at this stage when it comes to securing a more lenient sentence. So to be clear here, to decode this a little bit, he's saying that it's not his fault he got exposed to that information. He wasn't asking around for it. Someone accidentally sent that information about those games to him. And so, while he's still admitting to his guilt in, pursuing that and using that information and, using the play stock market, he should be held with less blame for it because he didn't mean to get the information. He didn't mean to get that private information. And then,
I mean, what do you expect me to do? Not do insider trading? Come on.
So on June 2nd, 2023, guilty sentences passed, believe it or not, and prosecutors draw up their suggestions for sentencing. According to this Kotaku report, the prosecutors in the case are asking that Naka face 2 years and 6 months in prison, as well as a fine of $1.2 million USD. It is still unclear if that will be the extent of Naka's sentence, but a final decision will be made on July 7th. July 7th rolls around, July 7th, 2023. The Tokyo District Court passes their final verdict on Yuji Naka's sentencing. No jail time. As reported by Japanese news agency GG Press, the Tokyo District Court ruled that Naka had violated Japan's Financial Instruments and Exchange Act by illegally buying shares based on inside information. The judge sentenced Naka to 30 months in prison, suspended for 4 years. This means Naka will escape a prison term as long as he adheres to conditions set by the order and doesn't infringe on any further terms or laws during this time. However, Naka also received 2 fines totaling 173 million yen, 1.2 million USD, meaning that although he may not have to go to prison for his part in the insider trading scheme, he will certainly pay a substantial financial penalty. Naka pled guilty to the charges in March, saying there was no doubt that he was guilty in taking part in the insider trading scheme. So again, to translate the legalese here, the prosecutors got everything they wanted, except for the fact where he completely dodged prison, where he got a suspended sentence, which means that he basically just gets to pay the fines, and as long as he doesn't break the law again, he can stay out of prison, which is what he did. That didn't stop him from continuing to be a messy bitch who lives for drama. This fucking idiot immediately comes back in April 7th, 2024, after 2 years not posting on fucking Twitter. This fucking guy comes back. His last tweet, by the way, was an in memoriam to a former Sega director by the name of Akira Nagai. So he posted that November 22nd, 2022. Went to the fucking... went to court, went through the whole thing, comes back on Sunday, No, Naka returned to the comment on the news that top Dragon Quest producer Yu Miyake will reportedly be reassigned at Square Enix. Miyake is credited as an executive officer for Naka's Square Enix title Balan Wonderworld. In an X post, Naka alleged that Miyake lied in court documents, presumably part of his insider trading trial. To quote the man himself, "It feels like it's finally happening. I hope he'll be gone soon, because he's the kind of person who submitted a memo with lies, with evidence to court. I've never met him, but the new president seems like a good person." This fucking guy, this egomaniac, this fucking freak, can't keep his mouth shut for 5 fucking seconds. All this dude wants is to be involved in petty, shitty, stupid drama. This man is a petulant child. There's a reason why you don't comment on fucking court cases. What is he doing? This is like... Battletech09 says, isn't accusing someone of perjury literally legally actionable? Yeah, you would fucking think so. I cannot begin to put myself in the brain of this man. It's so poisoned and so broken. You couldn't mind jack him. It's ridiculous. How does he keep doing this? How has no one taken away his internet access? Who is in his life to tell him that you shouldn't be fucking doing this shit at 55, 56, 57 years old? A truly despicable fucking figure, this Yuji Naka. I don't know if you've gathered that or not, but my disdain for this man is pretty severe. But this does raise a question. What happened to Naoto Oshima in the post-release of Balan Wonderworld? Well, he still posts on Twitter. Occasionally, he retweets Balan Wonderworld fan art. He actually retweets a lot of it. So unlike what Yuji Naka was saying about not being allowed to post fan art or retweet it or whatever, not being able to comment on stuff, Naoto Oshima didn't have that problem, believe it or not. Sometimes he posts pictures of burgers that he's eating. Looks good. He also talked about his love of Marvel Avengers. That being one of the games he was most excited for was the Marvel Avengers game. Remember that piece of shit? So if you want to know what Yuji Naka plays in his spare time, apparently that.
Yuji Naka?
No, Naoto Oshima, I meant to say.
Okay.
Look. Naoto Oshima has protected his reputation by keeping a low profile. Novel fucking concept. Just stay out of trouble, keep your nose clean. Don't comment on court cases you were involved with. And you know what he's been rewarded with? Sega called him back. He was a producer on Sonic Superstars in 2023. So he's still in good graces with Sega because he hasn't done anything to burn them, like commenting on the fucking Michael Jackson story. So, he has got that going for him. Apparently he's always just very busy. He shows up at a lot of conventions. And look, let's flash back to happier times here with this last photo. This is the last slide. And I'm going to bring it on home with my conclusion, my thoughts on all this. We know Yuji Naka. We know Yuji Naka too well. We don't know Naoto Oshima. It may well be the case that he is equally as ruthless and scheming as Yuji Naka is. We'll never know. You know why? Because he doesn't fucking put himself out there in the same way that Naka does. He's not a messy bitch that lives for drama like Naka is. Look, there are cultural norms that exist in Japan about not discussing your workplace drama and not shit-talking your employers, whether they be former or current. And that's born from a culture of, hundreds of years. It is a cultural norm. And, you see Naoto Oshima adhere to that, who understands that or, agrees with that idea, that concept of not, burning bridges. And, you can see the fucking merit for it, can't you? In this case. That this guy has remained in good graces with all these people he's worked with. The people haven't come out and said negative things about him because he's not going around fucking, burning bridges and saying negative things about everyone else. Look. Naka bucked the trend. On the one hand, yes, if there's legitimate issues with the company you work for, here in America, we talk about these things. We air them out. But you have to understand that, those things will follow you. If you want to keep a job in the industry, if you want to remain in that industry, you're putting yourself at big risk, right? And that's the lesson that Naka has had to learn over and over and over and over and over again. He's never going to make another game again. He's never going to make another game with another studio. He's toxic. He's blacklisted. No one will ever touch this man again, which is a shame. right? Because despite everything bad about Balan Wonderworld, you know, in fact he couldn't finish it, he couldn't drag it past the finish line. It's not like he's not an idiot, right? He's a doofus, he's a moron, he's a messy bitch who doesn't know when to keep his fucking mouth shut. But you know, he's also a competent programmer, or he was at some point in time. In the same way that Naoto Oshima was a talented artist. The point I'm trying to make here is that it's such a fucking shame that there are people out there who can be so talented and misuse those talents or get themselves in such deep hot water that they can't climb their way back out of it. Yuji Naka will never have a career in the games industry again. Naoto Oshima will continue to persist. Balan Wonderworld did not kill any careers. Balan Wonderworld's failure was not directly responsible for Yuji Naka's failure to get a career. He only has himself to blame. And Naoto Oshima recovered wonderfully from it. Did just fine. Is not in any sort of worry or concern. Gets to continue living his life. And that's probably the way it should be. That when you're someone like Yuji Naka who can't help but pick fights and probably has like a million stories waiting to be told about him and people he fucked over in the industry during his time with Sega, during his time at ProPay, I'm sure that as time passes, people will continue to like rag on him, rightfully so, and that, you know, he'll probably continue to pick fights himself for his parts. And some people just can't fucking help themselves. That's the sort of conclusion I have here. I guess that's the end of that. I guess that's all there is to say about that. Yeah. For a company like Square Enix, Balan Wonderworld was barely a drop in the bucket in terms of financial failure. It goes to show that, you know, you can take risks as a company, that you're allowed to, that companies should probably, and they bounce back just fine. Square Enix is doing something right now. I know they're, you know, not the best they've ever been in their, you know, company tenure, but they didn't kill them. It didn't sink them overnight. Again, like, Naka wanted to go down with the ship on this one. In the process of trying to distance himself from this game by passing the buck around, he has inexorably tied himself to Balan Wonderworld. This will be his legacy. This and the fucking insider trading and all this messy shit he did in the last couple years, this will haunt him till the end of his days. And I hope he's okay with that. I hope he sleeps fine at night. I hope he, you know, doesn't regret it, I guess. Someone that stubborn, he's infinitely amusing, even if he is a petulant bitch, to say the least.
So I've had some time to think about it, and I think that game was all right.
Yeah, you're right. No, I think I was a little too hard on it. Can you tell I'm a little buzzed right now that my words weren't super clear for some of that? I apologize if so. That I kind of meandered and lost the plot or lost the point I was trying to make a little bit. But, you know, Balan Wonderworld will do that. Okay. That's the last of the beer. Folks, that's been Balan Wonderworld. Wretched game. I'm glad some of you stuck around for it. I'm glad that you cared enough to watch us play it, watch us and Sharky suffer through it. I hope it brought you some measure of entertainment, of amusement, of joy in our pain. I hope it answered whatever questions you had about this game. If you're someone who's been thinking about playing it for yourself and has chosen not to, hopefully you can live vicariously through us and not make the same mistake we did. I hope that's the last I have to think about this game for a long, long time.
At least until it has its birthday.
Yeah. I said all my thoughts on the game during the credits.
So did I.
I'll reinforce the point that, you know, a game can be made by talented people who are not operating at their best. Sometimes you have people whose ideas are rotten to the core and they're allowed to finish those trains of thought. We don't fully know what happened. We probably won't ever fully know unless Yuji Naka decides to really tell the truth about like what happened behind the scenes, or unless Naoto Oshima decides to break his vow of silence or something along those fucking lines. But that's very rare, so we will probably never know the full story behind Balan Wonderworld. And I think we know enough. I think we can draw conclusions. I think we believe what we want to believe. I think we can dream and sleep on it and figure out the answer in our own hearts. This game was voted for by our Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and Discord boosters. if you would consider kindly supporting the show in some sort of way, whether being a Twitch subscriber, Patreon pledger, or Discord booster, please send with a link to the Discord server, Jarky. You too can vote on upcoming games that we will play. We're going to take a brief breather from the Patreon-picked games just for a minute, because I'm not going to be here Thursday coming up. So we'll put up a poll sometime in the next 2 weeks, before next Thursday, and then we'll figure out what we're going to play from there, possibly, for the next patron-supported or patron-picked game. But even if you can't support us financially, even if that's a tough spot you're in, I understand completely. It's enough that you're watching the show. We'd appreciate it if you would tell your friends, let them know about the show, let them know that we play through games like this in their entirety and do these overlong history sections around them too. We recommend going to the YouTube channel in particular and showing folks some of the videos from our suggested viewing playlist. Those are some videos that we think make for good introductions to the channel and to the show formats. Let's see who is rating right now. I'm looking. Or I had to hit the following button. Lord BBH is playing some old school shmups, doing some achievement hunting. That's fine. That's something to go watch. There's I was hoping there's somebody be playing a platformer that I could say, like, and here's a platformer that's, you know, if you want to look at a I don't know. I'm really losing the plot. We've been going on for for nearly 4 hours.
Yeah.
So let's just wrap it up. Please send Lord BBH our love, please. If you have any inkling to continue watching stuff, go watch them. They are a friend of the channel. But for our part, for the Bad Game Hall of Fame, I have been Cassidy.
And I'm Jarky.
Thank you again for enduring the Wonderworld with us. Gonna need a break from platformers to be fucking certain. But say goodbye to Balan's World.
Bye-bye, Balan.
No, I'm gonna say it with meaning. You know, I say goodbye to Balan. Bye!
Goodbye. Woo-hoo.